Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to SKTV. Welcome and welcome. Welcome to today's edition. Let us know where you're following us from as you join the show, please. Welcome. Um, let's share the show, folks. Let's share the show. And I say, let's share the show. Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show, please, folks. Let's share the show. I didn't laugh. Let's share the show. Folks, let's share the show. I told y'all during the election, anything that has transportation has to do with train is one of the most confusing transporting objects. Very believe me. I think that would cost me. They used to attack us on here on Facebook on the show. But yeah, share the show, folks. Jason, thank you. Jason is following us from Pennsylvania. You Metro. They're not Kranga anymore than Mensa. You Metro Mensa is following us from Minnesota. Folks, let's share the show, please. You Metro is following us from Minnesota. Let's share the show, please. Let's share the show. JJ is watching us from Johnsonville. JJ, thank you for following us, man. Thank you so much. Elijah C is watching us from Botago, Colombia. All of you who come here and are introducing yourself and where you follow from, we're not recognizing you. You're not important. If you're important, you follow simple instruction. You're not important, so we're not recognizing you. If maybe if you follow instruction, then we'll know you're important. You writing funny thing and you adding funny question, and we're not worried about you. You're not nobody. Yeah, if you're somebody, you follow simple instruction. Mustafa Balo, thank you. Mustafa Balo is following us from Riverside County. You get people then all the way from Monrovia following instruction. That you can follow instruction, you'll follow instruction. Y'all share the show, folks. Please help us share the show. We don't care about those who not follow instruction. You're not following instruction on the show yet. You're not following instruction on the show, I'll consider you as zero. Zero male or zero woman. Yep. You know balance. And may even follow instruction. Jeremiah, thank you so much. Jeremiah Kula. Is that Kula? Just following us from Greenville, Sano, Mississippi. Thank you from Mississippi Street. Let's see. Emmanuel is following us from Goshen, Makibi County. My man, you in my county, man. You're in my county, my man. Makibi County. Moses is following us from PA. Palace Hills, PA, USA. Alexander is following us from following from Missouri, St. Joseph. Bruno Broswell is following from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Thank God we got somebody else from Cedar Rapids, Iowa now. Bad Denois will not be calling on the show again, be bluffing. That I want. We get somebody else from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Bad Denois, just so you know for the information. So That thing what you used to be doing, a call from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, you be bluffing, you're not working again. We get somebody from there. So now you're one now. When you call now to say you from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, you might lower your voice because we get another person there now. Yep, I will do it. Anyway, let's share the show. You already know. You already know the show, but the show will be hot today. The show will be hot. Get a spark plug. You even won't miss it. You even won't miss the show. If you're somewhere doing something, leave whatever you're doing and count the show right now. If you're not tell where you're following from, you're not nobody, we're not paying attention to you, we're not recognize you, you zero balance, you're not anybody, you follow instruction on the show. Frank, Mosaic, Middletown, Delaware. Thank you, Frank. But Frank, you live in people and city, people that play, you live in that. Not anybody can live in that side of the country. You in people that time. So I won't buy. You let it next time on that side of the country, I need to hit you up. You in people that time. You in people that city. So okay. Let's go up again and see who else. Is that Yaya Tukure is watching us from Tunisia. Thank you so much. All the way to Tunisia. Let's move on to the next person. James David is watching us from Willingboro, New Jersey. Okay, Willingboro, and I'm play. The only problem with that play, they can Gaza there. And the Gaza stayed in there, my people. But then our bad play to be. Yeah, Frank, the day I hit the town, I beg you, yeah. I will hear you, yeah. Don't even check, my brother. Don't even check. You live in people and city. Then I people and city there. That people and town there. You live in Delaware, I mean people big. Funny people can live over there. Funny people can live in Delaware. Delaware are peace state. All the cities in Delaware are people and city. Yeah. I'm talking about Georgia, Umbara, Mumbai, make it big. Yeah, Vivian Duodo Ado. Okay, watching us from Detroit, Michigan. Vivian, how are you, Mama? Thank you for following the show. Thank you so much. Let's share the show now. Okay, Armando Khan is watching us from the Netherlands. Okay, Emmanuel Blackie is watching us from 10th Street, Sinclair, Monrovia. Okay, let's go on. Samuel Gokai Hollywood is watching us from. Which one is the East Coast United States? Lead that story, my brother. Call the play what you watching, or nobody coming look for you. And Wama Allison is watching us from Dubai. Okay. Maylord Kekula is watching us from Dallas, Texas. Who is this? Boston Gaylor is watching us from Springfield, Pennsylvania. Fomba Toure, vote chairman, is watching us from Columbus. Oh, my man, you over there vote payment, man. What kind of good party you vote? You don't see what my name, man. You don't vote. Your political leader only in one way. He was following to the Bagas polygon.
Oh, the people can hear, oh, they vote. Well, every time when you come, oh, they be talking about it, one vote.
My man, they not get vote job. They not get vote female job. You were passing a polygon to the Bagas, they're not getting job.
But see, all of the thing, how you will get a job, the people, let me tell you, you will not get a job because the mean people, they already feeling barricaded the entire end. So you will not get a job.
I said they not get a female job. I don't want to say. For those who don't know, they never get that Wapo job. You don't have a job. Even though you were passing around suitcase behind Joseph Parker, I don't know Joseph Parker, Polygon, they're not getting job. Fine, you not get. You don't see that. Keros Opa. Is that Kepa? Kepi? From Grand Crew County, okay. Edwin is watching us from, City of Brotherly Law, Philadelphia. Thank you there, my brother. Alex Johnson is watching from Tupo Road. You're not easy today. Plenty of people watching us. Like I said, my people, if you don't tell where you're watching us from, you're not following instruction, you're not important. We now see you.
Yeah, and please share, comment, and please share,
We never know
comment,
where
and
you are,
like.
bro. My man, we're not looking away. The people who refuse to follow instruction, we're not looking away. We'll load different way. We're not looking away. But maybe what's going on, Chief? What's up, my man? What at the time?
Well, again, I want to say thank you so much. Even though we
My man, you're not
join
giving
you.
report here. You're not giving report here. Jeff, what's up?
I know. I know. I'm not giving any report, but I'm saying thank you. Today is Friday, as usual. So our team and they already aware. So we want to say thanks to all of you. I'm okay, my brother. Thank God for life. Yes, indeed. Everything from my end is dope. No matter sometimes the system can misbehave, but we gotta for it, and be able to do the people job. Yeah. So, but I'm great. Thank God. I don't know about you.
My man, I can
The
see
system.
you. I can see you great. Yvette Seaforth watching us from Atlanta, Georgia. Elijah Colley watching us from Magibi County, Takata City. My man, I'm a city there. And the place I was born. I was born right in Takata. Yeah, so that my city there, that people in city, that no funny city there where in, you know what I mean? Melbourne. Melbourne, we say that you say.
Well, I'm in the largest city, Painesville. I live
Where?
in Painesville.
Man,
Painesville is the largest city
my man,
in
leader selling me talk about who city there where you can live life.
No, let me tell you right now. In fact, our city right now is the most talked about city. We have the roundabout.
We
We
talk about
right at the ERW junction.
my man, lead that thing, man. Lead that story. We're gonna go city. Things you're in that city. Then we talk about real cities and what put together. My kid, Kakata city that is city. No, my man, one city what you gotta pass before you go see life. We don't want funny for you city.
The only thing that can disturb us now only red light. Red light is seriously
But I want to say when you get Jeffrey. Yeah, lead that city,
red
man.
light is disturbing us. So please, people, share, comment, and like. Today's Friday, as usual. Steve, don't forget, just look for our cash app and just place it up there so that the people can know that indeed that today is Friday. There are so many news that we're going to bring out to our people. And yes, indeed, Lawrence, let me see how best to share the link
I
with
said
Lawrence.
it. I said
Okay,
it.
good. Okay, good. Thank you. So yes, quiet, Chief.
My man, I've been on the internet. I saw Pastor Goa with the minister that came on the show and lie. We told him to come by, he now won't come by, he's scared, but we're waiting for him. I saw them shaking him. Well, we call on the council of churches to rebuke that man of God. That joker that called himself man of God, that one I can call here from him. We call on the council of churches to send
Yes.
it.
In fact, I saw the messaging by your information minister. Man. I was like, wow, Steve. I hope that you follow it.
My
There
man,
was some photos. There was a photo shoot.
We're following carefully and religiously. And I tell you something. And the minister that came here and we're talking funny thing. You ain't come out. Waiting for him. Yeah. The funny thing, minister waiting for him. Then he come out talk.
The photo alone even speak volume, but because the way you were standing that day at the press conference and the photo I saw, I think something is not just right.
Do that thing. I will not worry about that. Let me tell you something. Melbourne. When people who don't stand for what is right, who don't stand for what is good meet up, it's easy for them to click. It is easy. So I don't worry about all that one. All we know what we know. That so-called man of God, that joker, anybody who go into a church, you're a waste product. You're not a Christian. You're wasting your time. You're not seeking God. God not in that man church. That man is operating on a demonic principle of faker. He's a faker. He don't even know what he's talking. The men are talk fully thing about in the Bible that I want you to go listen to. The men that say Jesus and Peter related when you do the DNA, that I want you to go, that one are incoherent, that I want you to go listen to. That I want you supposed to go listen to. That one once say Jesus and Peter related, if you do DNA test, they will prove that they're related. That's a joke. Oh yeah, man.
Thank you, my brother. You know, whether they may laugh about these things or Steve, like today, someone called me today, and lady called me. She was like, "Mabel, why you always into this Bible issue?" Like, I said, look, the best thing to do as a human or as a Christian who think that you believe in God is for you to read your Bible and make your Bible to be your best friend. Because if the word of God is in you, most definitely nobody will come and drop and maybe catch you, or because mind you, Satan will come. Satan will come to you and pretend like, in fact, you know, he was sent by God. So if you're not careful, you're going to fall prey to that, and you're going to be moved. Because mind you, even the Bible talk about Steve, the Bible says, as a believer, true believer, you got nothing on this earth to be fighting yourself for. Like you want everything on this earth. Because why are you fighting for material things? Why are you fighting for this and that? That means then maybe you and maybe you and Satan, maybe you are better friend. Because if you are a believer and you fighting for material things, because mind you, none of the people who are going to churches, everybody go there with their problems. Nobody go there to worship God. By the time the problem have been solved, they forget about God. Even people travel, today people fast. They will fast and pray for weeks, months, years. By the time God gave them opportunity, when I go travel, my brother, they forget about God.
My man, don't waste your time. Liberian people, 99% of them are not on God because they don't even know what they do. Me and Liberian people, 99% of them will not on God business. More, what's up? We're not on check Benin. Me and Liberian people, we're not in check Benin. 99% of them are not in. So I don't even worry about it. But man, what is going on? How your week, man? It's a new week. What's going on? Especially how the weather over there, bro?
Well, weather is okay. We're doing great on the weather front. Things are a little bit cool and calm here. Not too hot, not too cold, little breeze. Sometimes we'll go closer to the high 80s, low 70s. But we'll take it. This Midwest, I always say, we take any weather we get. Nothing here is guaranteed weather-wise. That's just how the geography works here. And today is offering day to our sympathizer, well wishers, and supporter of SKTV. You know, we must keep on the program. We should keep going and taking SKTV to all parts of the country. So, you know, our regular tradition that we do on Friday to our fans and our audience, that today is another day to show about the offering basket, and I'm here making sure that process is fully implemented. That's the rule I took on SKTV. I will be calling for the offering. And I don't know about your gospel part of it, but I know the offering must come on Friday. That's what I'm sure. So what are people going to church for sons and wonder? You know, when I was growing up, the number one theme of Christianity was the Great Commission: go and make disciples and spread the good news and the gospel. But today it's all about the prosperity gospel and signs and wonder. And even in the same Bible, that during the last day, people will chase signs and wonder. They will fuck. So people read their own Bible and they don't understand, because the Bible warned about all these things, that when this time comes, this is what will be happening. So every prophecy on that front is happening. That people go to churches these days, they are not thinking about the God, they're not thinking about the life, they're not thinking about studying. Even the Bible says study to show yourself approved, that you should read the Bible for yourself. I don't need a man of God. The Bible is written in English. It came from Greek to Hebrew from Latin to Hebrew to Greek, and then it came to English. So you can read for yourself. I mean, I understand there are some spiritual interpretation of the Bible because it does not read like a literature book, but equally so there are other scripture that explain, that are self-explanatory. But we live in a new dispensation. Everybody want to move from beyond my man, or everybody want to get rich, everybody want to get healed. So it's the, you know, when you do marketing, they will tell you that you give your audience what they want. So the men of God and the people who preach the gospel, they know that people are chasing signs of wonder. Signs of wonder is very lucrative. So why preach salvation when you could make money on signs and wonder and get more followers and build a big ministry, when people, the vast majority of people, are in favor of signs and wonder as opposed to getting to know God for themselves? And that's the difference. Like we always say on SKTV, between spirituality and religion. They are two different things. They're not the same. I'll stop there for now.
Thank you, Mom. Like I said, me and Liberian people, 99% of the Liberian people may not get check Benin, will not get God Benin, will not get that discussion, because 99% they don't even know what they're doing. They put who they follow a church, don't even know what they themselves doing. Everything that they can you imagine politician hustle on me, chair people my hustle on me, medicine man hustle on me. That means I will live my life where everybody get hustle on me. You're not ready in that country yet, some of you. Most of you are not ready yet. You go to medicine man the E or R. You can't chair the E or R. You go politician the E or R. That kind of recycle levels will be in. You're not even ready yet. You'll see yourself. You always see yourself. Me and Labrador will not get chair bidding. Let me tell you right now, we not get chair bidding. Me and Labrador will not get chair bidding. We not get the issue of moral, especially when in Liberia, the politician will not get moral business. Nearly most of the pastors in Liberia, most of them, the men of God, the pastor, the deacon, most of them will not get church business, will not get God business. They don't know anything about God business. They're not moral people. They have medicine, have coach. That's it. And I don't roll those kind of people there. So I don't. They don't even understand about they can read. Imagine somebody on radio confidently telling you, say, you must do DNA test, Peter and Jesus, they're related. You gotta be confidently crazy to say that kind of thing in public. You're crazy that gotta get a lot of confidence inside. Like that other one I sitting now on the radio talking foolishness with confidence. That one is all be men of God. Then he gets on joke out there around and yelling and ringing bell. Who rings bells when you're talking as a man of God? So what is the essence of ringing a bell? Bringing out Aladura foolishness. I thought you Pentecostal man, you Aladura man too. Because I ain't Aladura chair, they can ring bell. That ain't Aladura chair, they can do playing. In real chair, they don't do that. I don't funny chair, they can do it. But anyway, we'll get to the politics of the day. We'll get to the politics of the day. Anyway, folks, share the show. Share the show, folks. When I even start the show, y'all will rap plenty time. No evidence. Today we are asking the question: what is Joseph Boaga agenda for the country? I won't want to know. I won't want your own. You're talking your own. I want your own. You're talking your own. You gotta. We come and get into the issue. We come and get into the issue. If you come and get into the other one, say I can prove what I say. I can prove it. One of the evidence is this Grace Marcia Fokpa. One of the G Marcia Fokpa. One of the evidence is this. You have an ignorant man who does not know the Bible sitting there saying Peter and Jesus are related. Peter and Jesus are related. The only person that the Bible talks about relation with Jesus is John the Baptist. You hear? But I say some of you are foreign on your head. What are your men and your women? You don't know what's going on. So I don't waste my time with you. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. You're foreign on your head. Why are you man or you woman when you fall down you fall down? The time they born you, then you fall down on your head when they born you. And what make you say that people use you and talk fully net? Do you think any serious man persons who can implement other kind of stupid questions there? Peter and Jesus related? I mean, you also be on that stupid. They say I don't take prisoner. I don't take prisoner. I don't take prisoner. You better check the record. I don't play around. I don't fool around. You get one joker fooling around with our religion. And you want to, go ask that joker that can be yelling and be talking foolishness. And I ain't lie in public. Say the girl man was living, the girl man are living. Or we can call him out on it. If you woman, you're not serious. If you're a man, you're not serious. If you woman or you're a man, you're not serious. You are not. I say you are not serious. You need to put yourself together. Anyway, let's work on Lauren. Lauren, what's up?
Steve, for having me on this. I know. Thank you, Steve. Thank you for the show. I like leaving to you, President Moore. Maybe what's up, Chief? We've been having technical problems yesterday, but thank God at least everything is solved. We worked the whole of last day and this afternoon. At least we were able to come on this afternoon to make sure to provide the necessary information to our people. And that's been easy. So I want to say thank God for our CEO. And that easy, brother. We're facing team behind.
Yeah. Facing team. I guess it's not been easy, but we will thank what you want to do. But folks, welcome to today's edition.
Yeah, well, bro.
A few more days, we'll be celebrating July 26th. Next Friday, actually, will be July 26th, Liberia's birthday. Sometimes I can even be afraid or shy to call Liberia's age in public because we have done nothing as a country.
It's embarrassing. Almost 2 centuries.
almost 2 centuries we have done nothing. And it seems like we're on another 6 years or 5 years, 6 months of nothing, of wasted resources. We are already on our path. I hope some of you are spending time in the church fasting and praying so that the Joseph Boaga government can do well, because they will need all the prayers. In fact, we are told from sources that Joseph Boaga is seeking Nigeria in other news. Nigerian people then to pray for him. Go out, Joe, yeah. NTV Java pray for him, keep man being corrupt.
Steve, last evening, I saw certain thing on the internet. I'm gonna laugh. There's a lady who her pastor told her to bathe with red oil.
But they are the person that escalated. Different dimension.
Red oil expensive. Now it's now insisted I don't hear you on my red oil. The pastor told her to bathe with red oil. Yeah, man, they call you too sweet. We yeah. You pick calm down, man. Yeah.
You can be giving millions of dollars to SKTV. When you come on the show and you be talking about serious things, whether that they crook or the criminal there, and you want to discredit or will call you out, keep your millions of dollars. Keep your millions of dollars. That won't worry me. I'm just factual. I'm realistic. And you can stand it. You don't let it you. You let people who will use your lie to you and abuse you. That's why you're like, I don't worry about you.
But Steve, quickly maybe to that. Also, let me just say this to some of them. Maybe they don't know what the sense of maybe a pastor's son or maybe little daughter who can talk. For example, who between the age of 2 years plus, and maybe that person going to school through the pastor, or maybe through the reverend, or maybe through the bishop, and they pay him close to 500 US or maybe 1,000 plus USD just for that kid that can easily talk. And you have some children in a community that are struggling, where they are some of them, their parents are normal, but they are being abandoned. Are you telling me that it is the right thing to do? That when we talk, some of you want to get into your feelings, we'll tell you no. The best thing to do is go after these people. That was the work of Jesus Christ and the other apostles and that of the prophets by then. How can I close and
maybe our people have been carried by all kinds of things in the country, in the world at large.
My man,
the pastor will get food in your house. Some of them will not get rough in their houses, but they will tell them, say, pay 1,000 $1,000. They will prefer taking that money from their houses and carry to go to the pastor. But when you talk to people, oh, you can't talk again, man. I go sit on your platform, sending Goa. I said, there all kinds of. If God answer you, God can answer you, brother. That thing doing that for nothing thing. That relationship will make sure they will close it.
You're not causing nobody, so you'll not be black. Easy, you will vote your support on SKTV, bon voyage. I'm not worried about that. But we always say the truth. We stand for the truth. I don't care how much you can support SKTV. When you come here, you want to send misinformation, we will check you. Whether you may or you woman, hey, may you hold your support. We're not here for that. We're not lying people. We're not people that who can encourage lie, criminals, and crooks. Those pastors, that particular man of God, so-called man of God, that guy is a liar, he's a crook, and he's a criminal. If you come here to defend it, we'll prove you wrong. Simple. I mean, let's move on to our politics. You're not important.
Let's move on.
Very important. Who worry about you? Who worry about you and your support? Let's move on, man. Anyway, folks, welcome to the show. Like we said, the Goa pastor is a liar. He's not a man of God. He's a joke. He's a crook or hard crook with confidence. Yep, he is. He is not a man of God. He is not a man of God. To all the Christians, those of you go to that church, I encourage you, don't go to that church again. That juju he's using on you. That juju, he control all of you. He's not a man of God. He's a joke. He is a joke. Let me say, Goana get. We'll discuss serious things. Anyway, folks, today, like I said, we have a lot of things to talk about, but let's hear from the guys from Liberia quickly. Lawrence, any update? What's going on in the country? Any update for us?
Well, Steve, on yesterday there was a meeting here in Banga with the students of the Bond County Technical College to resume classes. As you may be aware, there was a huge protest on the campus of the Bond Technical College a few months ago. So yesterday the meeting was held that the students will resume classes this semester. So we hope and pray that all goes well and the new administration will be able to work with the students, because the Bond Technical College is the only college we have here in central Liberia. And there are some of our brothers who leave from Lofa, Nimba, and other part of Liberia to attend our college. Even people that residing in Bond County, because to leave from your area to go to another area where you don't have the means of supporting yourself is kind of a hectic. So we hope and pray that the administration of the institution will work with the students' body to make sure that everything is in tight. So far, so good. As I said yesterday, we had a technical issue here, but we are grateful that our CEO was able to at least work on it. Today we are on the air. The radio format is on the air because we were not able to come on yesterday evening and this morning. But thank God we are back, and I know we are back for good. So we are grateful to him for the level of support, and also the SKTV family. We want to say we are back to the show, and we continue to be here.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you for the update, and we appreciate the CEO for also. We appreciate the CEO for also being able to work on the situation that was going on yesterday, thanks to the leadership and management. Thank you. Melbourne, it's up to you.
Well, so let me say thanks to all of you. And again, the president, President JNB on yesterday or nearly a day ago, chaired the arrest agenda for inclusive development for national development according to their arrest agenda on or at the SKD Ministerial Complex, sorry, at the EJS Ministerial Complex in Congo Town. The president chaired that agenda for the arrest. Mind you, the rescue train, they are in power, and they talk about the agenda of the arrest. And the president also called for Liberia to give time, at least to be able, because they are working and things are not going to be a little bit easy. So he called on Liberians to give some time, at least, so that while they go about with their arrest agenda. And also on yesterday, the president was seen yesterday at the JFK Medical Center on yesterday. He and his wife distributing baby tops or some baby items on yesterday at the JFK Medical Center, and that also sparked up mixed reactions. Some Liberians are saying that no, these are things that former President Weah were doing, and people were criticizing it. How come now President JNB distributing baby tops? So I think JFK don't need tops, but JFK need medical supplies. JFK, in fact, Liberian people need job, because these are things that people talk about. So, and others are saying no, it's good, at least for rescue or for the president to give baby tops as his own way of identifying with the people that are JFK. So again, moving forward, as we go along with our Independence Day celebration, the president also seen on today at the 17th Street Mosque, where the intercessory prayer begin this Friday. Mind you, next Friday will be on Liberia Independence Day, and we making Liberia 177 years. So the program started already with today at the 17th Street Mosque, where the government was seeing, or the president was seeing there today praying. And again, with the later news, quickly before I turn over to you people coming from the Temple of Justice, the Supreme Court of Liberia has issued a stern warning that it may shut down.
I was just about to break that news. Go ahead.
So the Supreme Court of Liberia has issued a stern warning that it may shut down government operations and strike down the national budget law if the executive and all of the legislative branches do not address its concerns over the judiciary appropriations of the national budget. So say Chief Justice Shani A. that's the news coming from the Temple of Justice. As we go along, any other news, but mind you, Friday from now on, we made Liberia 177 years, and there are a lot of misreactions as to what's going on. Where are we as people, and so forth. So far, so good. Steve, President Monk, and our listeners and our followers, these are some of the later news. As we go along with the broadcast, any other news that come in, we're going to inform our people about that news. Thank you.
Well, Milburn, thank you so much. Like I said, a lot of things to talk about, folks. Let's share the show. Let's share the show. We want to welcome Sam Saras, who's officially joining us as one of our guest panelists. Sam, how are you, my man? What's going on?
Well, Steve, and the rest of the panelists, I'll get to know you guys' name later as time goes on. And I just want to say thank you, many thanks to you all for your contribution to the show and to the Republic of Liberia. We are not politicians, but our contribution to our country, it is important. And things will change. We are living in a digital era at this point. So, Steve, I want to say thank you for recognizing me. Seku's not, I didn't see Seku here, but thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm grateful to be part of the show, so we can be able to contribute to our country. Thank you. I look forward to working with all of you.
Thank you, Sam. And we want to open it, like I said, last time we announced that you were going to join us due to oversight. We did not send you the information to join, but we're glad that you are here today. And thanks for your patience as well. Folks, Sam will be joining us time to time, to contribute to the conversation here and there when he's available. We want to welcome Sam officially, to join us as a guest panelist. Folks, like I said, we have a lot of things to talk about. During the election campaign, just before Monk bring up that other breaking news or story about what Front Page Africa has reported about the changing of arrests, Monk will get into delve into it in just a second here. But we told you during the elections campaign, the 2023 presidential elections campaign, that you see Trin, Joseph Boaga named the campaign the Rescue Trin. Some of us said anything that has to do with Trin is one of the most confused transportation object that you can use. First of all, Trin got two heads. They can go over and come behind. That's confusion by itself. In itself, Trin is very confusing. Trin can stop abruptly. No, you even know Trin get different way. You can cut inside. You can cut inside from the back. You can cut inside from the side. You can cut inside from the left, from the right. No head, no tail with Trin. We told you about Joseph Boaga named the campaign Rescue Trin. We told you that's a sign, a signal of confusion and disaster. If you didn't joking, just research Trin. Look at the picture of Trin. Trin is one of the most, at least when you enter bus, you get one or two ways you can enter. Bus can go straight. When bus need to turn it right, you can turn it right. But Trin, you don't know where you're starting, whether you're starting from the back or the front. You can carry from and go behind. You'll see that lot. You'll see the thing. More, you say, what did happen? What is going on with the rescue Trin and the new agenda they brought on? What's going on?
The rescue Trin is kind of a recalibrating. I think they're getting responses from our people, and they are trying to change the whole arrest agenda. I think it's agriculture, sanitation. I don't know how all the acronyms and all the letters that it stands for. But apparently things not going well. But the thing that they are saying here that they inherited a West End from George Weah government, that things are worse than they initially thought. So they are trying to craft. They're not only coming with the agenda, and they are trying to craft the process that will get you to the rescue agenda, because like they inherited a bar hand, and they thought that the situation they inherited, it was much better, but it seems like it worse than what they anticipated. So now they are going back to the drawing board to come up with a new bureaucracy, consulting agency that will come and help your get the agenda. So the whole idea of the rescue agenda was already, how they can call it in Liberia, was Vlad. That's what they literally say. So we are going back now to craft the process before we can get back to the arrest. So I really don't know how to make sense of that, but maybe we'll read the article for our audience and then we can jump into other topic as well. But that one caught my attention. And the second thing that caught my attention before Melbourne interrupted with that breaking news, I told you guys we don't have a country, we have a Chinese buffet. CNN Yo is not backing down. CNN Yo and the National Bar Association, they understand the idea that the biggest criminals in Liberia, the biggest money launderer in the executive and the legislative branch of government. So the first impression she gave that we wanted our share. CNN Yo is saying that they submitted a budget of $31 million. But the Minister of Finance, Development and Planning, he went with his colleague. They only presented 17 million. So in collaboration with the National Bar Association, they are on the brink of triggering a constitutional crisis and even to the extent of shutting down the government if they cannot meet their budget approval. That's exactly what she's saying. That's how sad it is.
Thank you, Mo. We'd like to delve into that first reporting about the government or Joseph Boakai 6 months after changing the arrest agenda that he sold to the Liberian people. But let's hear reaction first before we want to get into the details, but let's hear reaction first. That we are just 6 months, 5 years and 6 months left. They want to change the arrest agenda to something different. Sam, what say you? What do you think?
Well, Steve, to be honest though, it is not easy to run a government, especially when you take over newly 6 months into your government. There will be a lot of ups and downs, but it's as time goes by, I believe any good government will make corrections as time goes by. But what I'm concerned with is the judiciary coming out to say, oh, demanding for their part of share. So to me, it's like they got some sack of money sitting down somewhere in Liberia where everyone would say, you know what, I want my own share of the money. But I think what the good thing the judiciary would have done was to send a letter to the president or the executive that, okay, this is the direction we want for the country to go. But for them to come out and say, okay, we want our part of share of the budget or the money, it's concerning to me. It seems like they are not in it for our country, but they are in it for the pocket, which is concerning. Every good Supreme Court or the judiciary is supposed to straighten some things in the country if things not going well, but to be demanding for the share of the budget, see, it's concerning. It shouldn't, for me, for my opinion, I think it shouldn't have been that way.
Thank you so much. Melbourne, what say you? How do you react? They want to change the whole arrest agenda that they pass around with. In fact, they gave the 90 days agenda surrounding the arrest or the 100 days agenda, which they couldn't even achieve. They gave it to the arrest. So what say the person they want to change the rules in the middle of the game? What you say?
So again, sorry. So when the going is tough, sometimes the best thing to do is for you to maybe you will break, think, and decide as to which way to go. So I think because mind you, when you are outside of the field, you see the entire game. To you, there is space. Maybe there are too much spaces, and in fact, the struggle now, punching the ball in the right way. So
Right.
so you want to make some changes, but or
Sure.
maybe by the time you get on the field, still say, oh, but again, I was just looking at the outside, like, hey, look. So now out there and giving all of the agenda, telling Liberians that in fact you are the problem solver. You can solve the problem. Now you come, we don't even go a year. Because mind you, they say when the Christmas will be good, you will know it from the eve. So,
Sure.
well, when they change their agenda, that job will come on in Liberia. Nobody going to stick to another president agenda. So because of that, we keep seeing the same thing over and over, and our people, they are not getting anything good. So for me, well, I wish them all the best. Any way to go, The only thing, the reason why Liberian people elected them for, they should do it. That's just it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mr. Kana, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing very well. We'll get back with you, but let's ask Lawrence here. Lawrence, what say you? The minute they want to change the whole agenda now, they get new one. I know they got ADD, ARD, but we'll get to A. The minute they want to change the one, they want to know. My man Lauren waiting for you.
They call the new one AAID.
We'll get to that.
You know, Steve, CEO Sekou, and the rest of the panelists. I said it on the show. You know, for us, we in a rural area and we listen to people. The government, we expect them now to do better, because the old man and the Papine told they were voting for President Bouaka because of their experience, and they even told us, some of them appear on the station on radio format. They said the reason they're voting for the man because the man got the experience. Two, they even laid the basis with former President William Our the late, how he said for 19 years as vice president, and when he became president, he did better in the country. They even gave us assurance. So for now, I think that man talking, we now you expecting to be talking. We come and celebrate the Independence Day. We know what going on. See, that need it better. We yeah. That need it.
Thank you so much. Mr. Kane, 6 months into the arrest agenda, we in the listening agenda that President Joseph Bouaka said in his letter that his friend who did a gentleman agreement with him, they seen arrest being what they send the machine for. That they arrest the one change, so that means they will take the machine back. What's going on? Why 6 months want change agenda?
So first, I want to say thank you to you and everybody on the show. And I also want to take this time to welcome our friend and brother, Mr. Sam Badley. Mr. Badley, welcome.
Thank you, Sekou.
Yeah, so Steve, I was listening earlier when you were expressing your disagreement with one of the friends here. And they said, I went back and read the comment when the person said it was because of you I stopped supporting SKTV. I saw that. And I also listened to your reaction. I want to be emphatically clear here. That person I think it's a female, and I saw one of the expression wherein she said, you are very rude. I don't want us to be confrontational on this platform. If you come here, if Steve is saying something that you don't like, you got our inbox. You can inbox SKTV, you can inbox Steve, you can inbox me. But when you come here to insult the person running the show, then you have no choice but to react. So you don't do that. We appreciate everybody's support. Trust me, if you are in this for Liberia, if you're supporting SKTV for what we do, not because of Steve or Sekou or Mabon or Mong, you will stop supporting SKTV. If you believe in the, in the struggle for a better Liberia, nothing should make you change, that support. What you can do, if you have an issue, you have the right to voice your issue, reach to us, we address it the best way possible. But we appreciate everybody. We want everybody on here. We don't want to block anybody. We don't want to disrespect anybody. Equally so, we have to be respected. Let's respect each other so we can have a conversation. So I want to say thank you to Steve and the entire team for continuing doing what you're doing for SKTV and 11 people. Like Mabon, like Monk, Steve, Lawrence, same anybody. When we on this show here, we are making sacrifice. We take our time to come and educate, inform our people on a daily basis. The least we can get is to tell at least thank you, but not to be insulted. You can disagree with the way we do our presentation. Some people don't like me when I'm kind. They say I can kill the spirit of the show. They say me I'm too slow. Some people love that. Some people don't like when Steve talking. They say Steve is too hot. Some people can come here when they hear Steve talking because they say they like fire for fire. Some people like Monk because of his analytical skill. Analytical skill, the way he, the research he does, and the way he presents, he analyze things. Some people like that. Some people don't like that because it's not in there. Especially when Monk is analyzing things that contradict their, their favorite things or something that they don't like. They don't like it. So everybody here for different reasons, but generally, collectively, we are all here for a better Liberia. So let's be, tolerant of each other, let's respect each other, and stick to the issue and nothing personal, even in our disagreement. So the issue here, Steve, and everybody here, let me tell you something happened today. Joseph Boakai, the president, health is declining. And I believe his mental state is also declining. And he is not okay. After the president finished speaking to the program they were on today, we try to play the video. The president didn't know whether or not the microphone he was using, whether it has a stand or not. The man was looking for the stand. There was no stand there. Or if we finish, you just have to lay the microphone down on the table. But the president finished talking, he's looking for the stand to put the microphone on. The thing he didn't put there, the thing he never made it there, but he's looking for it. That is to tell you that the man's health is declining. The American people are behind Joe Biden for the same reason. Out here, Steve, I told you that I don't want Joe Biden to run for president, even though I support Democrats, because if you're not fit, if you're not capable and able, if you don't have the stamina, the requisite knowledge, the intellect that you need to run the day-to-day activity of a country, by you taking that position, you're wasting the people's time. So to tell you, when you ask me about the people changing the name of the arrest or the acronym arrest, whatever that is, whatever it means, when you have something, if it's not working, it's always a good thing to change it. The only problem, the only difference between the Unity Party government of Joseph Boakai and people and other people is the fact that they don't admit to their failure. But changing something means that the one you had was not working. That is a clear definition of a failure. The first agenda they had, that one failed. Now they're trying to recalibrate and find another course, which is okay. But just admit that the one that I had was not working. We failed on the first one. So the second one, we're going to try to get a second one. Maybe that can work for us. But because they have no shame, they don't actually admit to their mistakes or to their error, or they cannot even stomach to say the truth for once. They got elected through deception and lies. So even at their own detriment, they will not tell the truth. They will prefer dying. So it's all lack of honesty. Nothing wrong with change. They say good man changes, right? But if you can change and be honest about what you're doing, people will believe, people will support you. But they lie for everything. Okay, why are you changing? Because it didn't work, but they're not going to say that. They told Joseph Boakai got all the experience, all the knowledge, and everything, but yet Joseph Boakai, the seen arrest agenda, they failed to implement it in the first 100 days. Everything they have done have failed. They created all kind of funny agency. So up to now, Joseph Boakai still making appointment. They were just confirming some of the appointees today. So the government failed in the first 6 months. So they got to recalibrate and start all over.
No, we got to get into that whole new agenda. But your view is the government failed, so they want to recalibrate. But Monk, I beg you, quickly, now that we've gotten things for everyone, let's get into what the government wants to do, the new agenda. Because my people here get ready, we're moving from arrest now, we're going to ADD.
when I saw it, I thought they were calling Daryl Dillon when they say AAD.
So let's look at the new ADD, ARD, AR. Then look at it because the first one looking at it not working.
So they already got a name for it.
They get me. Now I'm telling you now, they put get me. So let's look at it. More, I beg you, can you tell me?
Just before I mean, you see, Sekou said the right thing, right? There are times that people can change policy when you know that things are not working. In the case of Unity Party, it's a whole different thing. They want to create lies, and they want to create the impression that they inherited a worse economy or government as opposed to the original arrest agenda. The only thing I raised a red flag about that article was, it's not that they are trying to only recalibrate the arrest agenda. They are saying that they are crafting a process to take us back to the arrest agenda. So in other words, they are saying we never even had an arrest agenda. Now we just realizing that there are certain steps we must take to even get to the arrest agenda. So they are not shrugging off the arrest agenda. Don't get it twisted. They are saying that they are just putting in place the processes that will lead you back to the arrest agenda. So they changed the name from the arrest now. They need to call it Arrest Agenda for Inclusive Development, AAID. That's what they are telling you now. And that's what Joseph Boakai said from the beginning. He said, a lot of people are not very critical of our government, but they don't even know where we are starting in this government from. They are not in sympathy with us. One thing I can assure you is that this government is intended to move the country in the right direction. So what Joseph Boakai is saying that we inherited something worse than we initially thought, and you people can't understand, and you guys not understand us. So we want your sympathy. You got to understand that this thing is tougher than you think it is, and we are trying to get to the process or even getting back to the arrest agenda. And that's what Sekou said. It's not about admitting. People, look, government is not perfect. The job of a president is not to be right all the time. The job of a president is to make tough decisions and leverage other people's ideas to help you achieve your agenda. But in this case, they will always play politics with everything. That's where the problem is. When you keep lying, the lie will keep catching up to you. That's why it is. You never had a plan from the beginning. You only wrote this thing in the name of politics because you wanted that campaign time. You want people an impression that you got some vision. No, but you never came to the president with any vision. Now that you are in power now, you're trying to get back to the drawing board to come up with something better. That's exactly what it is. So the whole arrest is already dead.
But I beg you, Monk, get to that agenda quickly. Let's so that the public can hear what Front Africa is reporting and what we've gathered as well. Because we have to present it to our people, and then the panelists can discuss it. Because Mr. Kana, it's mind-boggling, and same to you also. It's confusing that in the middle of just 6 months, in as much as I agree with Mr. Kana's point, but this is what they ran on. Yeah. How do you transition from what you ran on to change automatically to something totally different? I mean, how do we readjust? How do we recalibrate? But go ahead, Monk, so that the people can hear what you do.
There's what Front Africa is reporting. It said racket takeover. They asking a question if it's a racket takeover. They say President Joseph Boakai formally launched a process for crafting an arrest agenda for inclusive development, AAID, appealing to credit to sympathize with him and consider the starting point of the administration. Speaking at the executive mansion ministerial complex, President Boakai did not detail the state of the country upon the takeover from President George Weah, but promised collaboration with stakeholders for a prosperous future of Liberia. A lot of people are very skeptical of the government, but they don't even know where we are starting from in this government. President Boakai said they are not in sympathy with us. One thing I can assure you is that the Liberian government intends to move this country in the right direction of progress. We will address all the critical areas to make the country attractive to investment. He emphasized that his government has recently received several ambassadors with more expected soon. People are taking interest in our country. We are looking into the opportunity for scholarship, he added. President Boakai assured that the government will invest in local initiatives such as agriculture to benefit and involve Liberians. He also pledged to engage various stakeholders in the national development progress, including the religious community, youth, media, and students. Then they say planning enforcement. Acting Finance Minister Augustine Mayor described the meeting as a significant milestone for the arrest agenda, highlighting the importance of development planning. Mr. Mayor emphasizes that the planning process is in full swing and call for the consolidation of support from stakeholders, moral, financial, technical, to ensure the successful implementation of the strategy of publication and the publication of its outcome upon completion. The AARD is a comprehensive 5-year. Oh, you got it right. The AAID is a comprehensive 5-year medium-term strategy from 2025 to 2029 that include a national development plan, a public sector investment program, and specific development agenda for each 15 counties. Mayor stressed the significance of the AAID steering committee in updating stakeholders in the planning process and underscored the importance of political backing, resource allocation, and technical expertise. Myers announced that the engagement of 2 local consultancy firms to collaborate with the Ministry of Finance Development and Planning technicians in formulating the AAID. So you can forget about the arrest now, it's all about AAID, and that's the new agenda. Additionally, the procurement of 4 vehicles was planned to enhance the national and sub-national coordination effort. National level sectors engagement was scheduled to commence July 19 with county and district level consultancies starting on the 22nd of July. To spending 25 days. These consultations are crucial for gathering input and ensuring. So Joseph Barker is saying that we're just going back to get information from Liberian in order to come up with our agenda. That's why he's saying that it's in reverse. These consultations are crucial for gathering input and ensuring that the AAID reflects the diversity of the aspirations of Liberian people. Mayor stressed. He highlighted the proactive step taken by the Liberian government to develop a robust framework for inclusive development through the AAID, ensuring comprehensive engagement and effective implementation on all governance level. 3 keys. Deputy Minister for Budget Development and Planning, or Tane Brunson, provided an update on the national development planning process, detailing the national roadmap endorsed by the cabinet to guide the development of a new national development plan, the arrest agenda for inclusive development, AAID, public sector investment in 15 counties agenda. 15 counties agenda. So they call another program, they call it the CDAs. CDA with another S as another program for the counties. Brunson outlined 3 strategic key areas: planning and organization, national and subnational level engagement in development, developing and formulating the AAID, PSRP, and the CDAs. Coordinate meeting with stakeholders, the chambers of commerce, Liberia, businesses, and development partners are planning to strengthen collaboration and garner support. The AAID, PSR, and CDAs are expected to be launched by November 30th, the 30th of November 2024. Bronson added that the segment engagement for crafting the AAID in the budget preparation process will be conducted simultaneously to ensure that 2025 national budget align with the AAID, PSRP, and the CDAs. Dr. Peter Lasuba Clement, United Nations representative, commended the president and his leadership in advancing the arrest agenda and its counter development agenda. Dr. Clement emphasized the importance of mutual accountability among stakeholders, including the government, the United Nations, the development partner, to ensure the interventions benefit all Liberians, especially the vulnerable and those in rural areas, while safeguarding against the misuse of public funds. So that's I'm not going to really last paragraph because I just reiterate the same thing from the beginning. So that's exactly what they are telling you now. They are redesigning strategy.
So what a new acronym that they get for us again?
They got 3 on 3 level. They get the AAID, which is the same arrest agenda for inclusive development. Then they get a PSRP, which is the public sector investment program I will talk about in the budget, because no serious country will allocate only 7% of your national budget and claim that you want to make development. And then they get something called the CDAs. So Jordan Parker is telling you, I don't have a plan for Liberia, but I'm going back to the counter to the regular people. I'm going to ask them what they really want. Then we can come back and formulate a process to get them what they want. So in short, Joseph Baga never came to the presidency with a goal, with an agenda. That's what they are saying. So now they are going on the field now. They got to get feedback from our Liberian people, and then they can know how to engage them in terms of getting results. That's exactly what he's saying for sure. So I'll leave it to you, Mr. Cannon, to take it from there.
Well, Sam, what say you? Because they got development and act all the small pieces.
So Steve, again, let me say this though. I think during the campaign, I did not run campaign for Joseph Barker. I was with Alexander Cummings at the time. But I can say to you, a good leader must be able to listen. A good leader must be able to listen and take a detour. As my brother read the article, I checked down some few things. robust framework. Okay. So I think they ran on the mission, rescue mission. So I know, I believe they have found that there are challenges in running the government. From my research, the previous government has borrowed $2.1 billion on Liberia in 6 years. Um, any reasonable person will want to believe that country like Liberia, if someone borrow uh, 2.1 billion, I think it's a challenge for next government to just go and say, you know what, I will do this, I will do this. Um, I want to believe that Joseph Barker and his team, uh, they don't want to complain like other folks in the past and say, oh, Ellen didn't do this, Ellen didn't do this. So I think they are going to the people, asking them what you guys need. How do we run the country? I will really back up a little bit and listen to them and see what it will come up with the next year. So that we all can see. What I always pray for, Steve and rest of the panel, the CEO, is that I want better Liberia. I want a leader that will come and provide a pathway for the Liberian people. If Joseph Boakai and a team can come back to realization that yes, we can run this country effectively, going back to the country people or going back to the people and listening to them, what are their needs, I think they might move Liberia forward in a different direction. But if they do the business the same way, it'll be difficult for them. Um, in order for Liberia to borrow money right now, the 2.1 billion that was borrowed on the debt ceiling, Joseph Biden need to pay some of the money back. So I think they are finding it difficult to run the country just based on what it is. So going back to the country people and say, you know what can we do and how can we run the country? For me, um, I will wait and see and how they will run the country. So I pray that they will focus on the right direction and right path, not taking the money and putting it in their pocket. It shouldn't be government for the pocket, but it should be government for the people. So I'm waiting, I'm listening, and I'm watching to see what they will really do. Let them change the policy. That's good. Um, Once they change the policies and the thing that they can do it right, we will applaud them. But if they're going to run direction, we are here to fire them, to hold them responsible, and we'll put a fire on their back until the crocodile. How they call it, when you put fire on the back, they can move. So we are here to see.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Kane. Let me get to you quickly. So that means our 22 million, because the rest of January is going, we can't talk about it again. Because it's starting from scratch. I mean, let's be honest, because there's a strategy behind this whole starting from scratch. That means the yellow machine conversation is incorporated in the starting from scratch, in that much that they did not do what was right. They forcefully brought the machine in the country. That means the machine must go back. So this idea that we want to buy into the idea that they want to change the nomenclature so that they can start from scratch or recalibrate. It's a dangerous role and a dangerous place we're on. So what say you? Does that mean we forget about everything and start like Joseph Boakai just starting from January 22nd? What say you? You're muted.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. So let me say this to our people. I heard more announced today being Friday. Our people use your support. I've not seen it. I've just seen one person, and at least the bare minimum we expect is like at least 30 people. We got over. If you look at the big screen, we got over 500 people from both YouTube and Facebook. Not even talking about other platforms. I'm looking at 521 here, but only one person, and that's not a good start. We still have time, but I want to encourage all our people to support SKTV as you do every Friday. Uh, that way, we can continue on to be efficient and effective, in what we do. So to my friend and brother, Sam, I'm not sure how long you've been following the Liberian politics after the election. You say maybe Joseph Boakai. First of all, I will let you to fixing the light instead of the light being behind you, so that way we can see you clearly. The reflection of the light is not too good. Now
Good, right?
you can change that later on, but you always make sure your face is turned to the light and the back is clear. That way, the reflection of the light will not be on the
Okay,
screen.
so let me see if I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
do this.
you can try to do that. You can do that next time. It's fine right now. I'm just telling you, in the future you can fix it.
Okay. Okay.
So, just to remind you, when you say maybe Joseph Boakai don't want to complain like other people did in the past, that informs me that you never been following the politics. Joseph Boakai's very first, yeah, this is better.
Okay.
Joseph Boakai's very first nation address, even though he could not finish the inaugural speech, but the very first nation address, Joseph Boakai start to point finger at Jovial government. Just the thing what he said, maybe they don't want to do that. That's what he started on. He said Jovial then told him, say they left for the 1 million. We need to find out that we need 20 million. That's the first thing. Joseph Boakai then accused Jovial government of all the bad things in the world. In fact, those were some of the reasons why they went after all the terminal opposition to remove people there, accusing them, pointing finger at them as an excuse to remove them. The one they've been celebrating lately, the other report that we're talking about, they are blaming Jovial government for all the bad things in the world, including mismanagement of millions of dollars just in one agency of the government under George Weah. So the idea, maybe they don't want to like other people, like give them time, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's your opinion, but we just have to set the record straight. And the fact is, George Weah government, Joseph Boakai government, lack of plan, their lack of focus, their lack of proper management, the failure to showcase what they have for the Liberian people. That's the reason why they're trying to recalibrate. And for me, nothing is wrong with changing course. But what is bad? Living and trafficking in denial. If it's wrong, if it's bad, it's okay. Just say the one we're doing right now, that one is not good. So we're gonna, change course and do it differently. Maybe that will help. And in doing that, being honest with people and being also open to incorporating other ideas that may work for the Liberian people. If you run on an agenda that is not feasible, that is not workable for the people, that the country cannot benefit, all you do is change course, thereby incorporating and be open-minded to incorporate other ideas and bring other people on board who may help you change the country. But continuing to act like you know everything, at the same time you are destroying the country by corrupting the money that they use in the last 6 months before they know that their first plan failed.
Right.
What happened with all this money? Are we going to get the money back?
And so that's the question.
Are they going to pay the money back to us? Okay, everything they acquired, everything that failed under the arrest agenda, including the expenditure, including the yellow machines, all the money they spent to take the bus back, all the things they've been doing, all the 22 million they spent on the road network just to satisfy Joseph Boakai 100-day plan. Not everything failed. Are they going to tell the Liberian people we apologize? These were wasteful spending. We apologize for destroying the country before we started. Now, please give us a chance. We want to recalibrate. We want to start again. There's nothing wrong with starting. But you must admit that you have failed, or your first plan failed. You're going to go to plan B. But if you continue to live in denial, traffic in deception, every day presenting different excuse, one excuse to another. You know what they said, Steve? They said this first quarter, Joseph Boagai, they said they were going to spend around 160 some million. It's 58 million. But they end up spending maybe, I don't know, 70 something million. Because the expenditure, they said, Joseph Boagai wouldn't spend 1% in agriculture. For all the other things that they spend the money on. So in fact, they already spent 70 some million in the expenditure in the budget. So where that 74 million, where is that money? Are they going to give progress report as to where they spend the money and the progress they made, and what was the impact of that expenditure on the country?
And that's why, Mr. Kane, before we bring other people in here, that's why they want to either going back to scratch or they want to start from the beginning.
So what happened? Whatever they finish eating, they want to cancel everything out.
Yeah.
You know what happened? So we're starting afresh. So nobody will go back now and be asking the other plan we had, that plan is not working or it didn't work. So putting that one behind on now, you have to give new money.
Yeah, and the laboratory should not. Anyway,
we'll open the line to talk about what happened.
We'll open the line to but Monk.
Yes, sir.
Okay, to you. What do you make of the Supreme Court threatening to strike down the budget law and the entire government's operation because they have not been? Is this a constitutional crisis on our hand?
You know, I keep saying it on the show. If our people come here with a listening ears, they will pick up a lot of information from on SKTV. There is a reason I keep saying that. And the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice is right. When you have the executive and the legislative branch of government playing casino money with people resources, then it gives them a reason to demand their fair share because we got three equal branches of government. And Mr. Cannon just laid a case. You came out with a so-called agenda and you're saying that it's not working, you want to go by and recalibrate. But you committed resources to that agenda.
Yes.
24 million. Matter of fact, before the budget could even get passed, you asked for additional spending amount until the budget could get passed. So it means you were using money. Now, if you are telling me you are going back to the drawing board, what make you think I will build in that confidence that when you go back to the drawing board, you can come up with something better? So you guys are telling me that Joseph Boagai, even after 4 decades, is yet to understand what the Liberian people want in Liberia. Okay, let me give you something. On the show, when they came out with the proposed budget, right, we talked about it. We said there is nowhere in the world that you can spend 92% of government revenue on recurring expenditure. You cannot look at your entire public investment program, your roads, your schools, your hospital, the economy, and spend $58 million, but you attributing $129 million get to pay interest on the debt. That this is not workable. It will fail. Joseph Boagai is telling you, because the reason they call it CD8, the same thing that we've been talking about the show, they broke it down into three different segments, right? It's the AAID, the AAID.
Put your phone on silent, please.
Yeah, the AAID, sorry guys, the AAID, the PSRP that we've been talking about, which is the Public Service Investment Program, and the CD8. The CD8 is nothing about going down to the county level. And we keep saying on SKTV, that was the whole idea of public work and rural development. You take the thing to the people. Look, let me tell you something, my brother. We're not fools here. That's why I keep telling people, William R. Tubber Jr. was the greatest president ever in the history of Liberia because he had a vision and he had policy that matched the vision. You want to tell me, Joseph Boagai, you want to go back to the county level to go ask the people what they want when you've been in government since they were 70s? That the reason we have the rural development and the public work, now you want to go back after using excess resources from the budget. You want to go back now to go ask questions. to add the Liberian, but what you really want, I mean, I don't think you need a rocket science to tell that we need infrastructure in Liberia, that we need rules, we got poor healthcare education system in Liberia. So for a man who claimed that he was the best and the brightest in terms of knowing the need of Liberian people, to tell us that he going back now to go ask questions to the ordinary Liberian just to give me a clear path of direction, then I really don't know. So what becomes of our millions? That's the question. What becomes of the millions that were thrown out there?
So Mong, before Steve comes in, let me say this. It means that Joseph Boakai and his people, they lied to the Liberian people about his experience. They lied to the Liberian people about his knowledge. They lied to the Liberian people about having a plan. They lied to the Liberian people that they can change Liberia. They even lie and betray the trust of the Liberian people when they said that Joseph Boakai told the people that he's the only one that can change Liberia. He's the only one that being closer to the presidency. He knows exactly the mistakes of Ellen. So that means Joseph Boakai learned nothing. He has no experience. He doesn't know what's going on. And the people around him too are as, I don't want to use that word. But people around him,
you're about to choose on it.
yeah. It means that people around him too, they're all the same. They're all the same.
Mr. Kenneth,
Steve, let me just come in with a point before Mr. Kenneth close, right? And you remember it was one of the talking points that they brought that they were comparing Boakai and Tobo because Tobo served as vice president, so he knew where he could have started with Ono Todman. That because Boakai was a vice president, he was going to be the new Tobo because he was on the sideline just taking down note about the mistake about his predecessors. And I wanted to into this going election cycle that Joseph Boakai would be like the new Tobo because Tobo served as vice president of Todman and he learned a lot. So that's why he hit the ground running.
Yeah, so Sam,
Yeah.
Sam, let me do Sam quickly, and then we'll circle back to Sekou, and then Mark. Then hopefully we're gonna open the lines early for our people. Sam, quickly.
Yeah. Steve, what makes the conversation like this beautiful is the different opinions that we bring to the table. Let me disagree a little bit with my brother Monk about judiciary being right. No, she's not right. Two wrong cannot make right. So if she believes that the country, because this when government job is about the service to Liberian people, okay, and she understands that the legislation is not doing what it's supposed to do, the executive doing what it's not supposed to do, she has the power. We got three branches of government. She has the power to checkmate them. They have the power. I think maybe in the next time I come back, I'll do some more research to bring it to the table. But to come back and tell Liberian people and tell the executive that, oh, I will need the share of, the share of my budget, that is concerning to me. That it means that Liberia is an elephant, anybody can cut a piece and carry it home and eat it. She has the right and power to checkmate those folks and say, you know what, this is not the way we run the country. Okay? If you guys continue this way, then the path is wrong. Let me make corrections. But to ask for her own is concerning to me. Then it means that if she is doing the same wrong thing that she thinks that people are doing. So we have to change course. We have to believe in our country, and we have to do the right thing.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Kenneth, Monk, I know you were mentioned before Mr. Kenneth comes in, because after Mr. Kenneth will open the line. How do you react? Because on one side I'm hearing Sam saying, yes, the executive has the right to raise their concerns. Let me say the executive, the judiciary has the right to raise their concern. However, they shouldn't shut the government down. Rather, they should take actions or correct them or put them on the red track. Monk, how do you react to this whole quagmire, knowing that we have an experienced president who was running at the time, who's for 12 years vice president, but presented an agenda, but then walked the agenda back? So how do you react?
It's not only walking the agenda back, it's the price that the Liberian people, the taxpayer, are paying for walking this agenda back. Look, Steve, the Chief Justice has always made the case that there is nothing but money laundering going on between the judiciary, the executive, and the first branch of government. That has always been her argument. And let me tell you, in that very same problem that they raised, when they objected, when Senate your friends objected, do you know that they're getting additional 3 million just going to the benefit of judges? So it was like rubbing oil on a mouth. And they presented a budget of 30 million. And they initially went with 17 million. When she read the threat of judges, you know what happened? They get an additional 3 million alone just to go to benefits for judges. So she's saying that it's not even enough. Even though you guys want to brag or to shut up, we still want our share because the kind of millions we are seeing you guys spending in the executive, no, 30 million will not be enough for us. We need way more than that. So I agree with my brother from a moral standpoint. You can say, yeah, they got the authority, but her authority, the time she want to use it for shutting down the government so they can get their fair share. So whether you call it 11 minutes or Chinese buffet, at the end of the day, that's the reality. Because who going to pay the price for all Joseph Boakai field policy? When we were told he was the most experienced, he been on the sideline for long, he could tell the loophole that Madam Sally jumped over in Georgia. Now he's telling us that I'm going to the public investment sector. The thing we've been saying SKP for the longest, that you cannot attribute a contract of 5 million. You cannot attribute just 58 million for the entire public sector investment program. And you telling me that you're going back to the counter to go ask people on the streets and to get their feedback when you finish spending tens of millions of dollars, who's going to pay for that?
Exactly.
But see, let me borrow 30 minutes here quick. 30 seconds.
Yeah, before I go to Sekou. Go ahead.
This is my point. My point here is that Senayo has a right, okay? Has a right to check me those guys and say, you know what, what's going on in the country is not right. You guys need to do it right. Other than that, we'll shut the government down. Instead of saying we need our share, if you guys don't give it to us, we'll shut the government down. That's my problem. It means that she's not doing the work for the Liberian people. She's doing it for her own pocket. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Kanem, before you come in quickly, here's my question to you, in addition to what you've heard, because we want to go to the land to hear our people. Is this part of the bigger cover-up for the Joseph Yuma Boakai government to not hold themselves accountable in order to audit, as the Council of Churches call on for audit? Other Liberians are calling on for audit of the Joseph Yuma Boakai government in 6 months. If they choose not to go back to 12 years ago, but 6 months ago when they took over, all the things that have happened from the inaugural fund to today, is this a way to shield from it and throw the CDC under the bus? What do you think is the bigger picture here? And how does the legislature play into this?
The bigger picture here is that Joseph Boakai and his government, they have given the Liberian people reason why they should get on the street and tell Joseph Boakai to resign. Or we can have an interim government. If you elect a government, you elect a president 6 months into the job, make him and two, you say, I'm not about my job. I don't know what I'm doing. You need to help me. I come go to the country there. You put your idea together, you give to me how I can run my government. It's simply telling you, say, I don't know how to run the government. I'm unable to run the affairs of the country. So the job you give me, I fail. This could not come a better time when people are already planning to protest. I think the protest should be Joseph Boakai must resign. Like he allowed his vice president to take over. Let's see how he will do as well. And if our president do fail in 6 months, say, well, me too, I don't know what I'm doing. I have to come back to you to help me to run the government. Then we remove him. Let him resign too, so to try to speak up. If the speaker fail, for the line of succession, we go to the next person in line. But if somebody tell you, say, I fail, I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, it may sound funny, but let me tell you this, my brother. We had a lot of competent people in the country that have their plan that could change the country hands on. At the door, they had a plan where in 3 months time, in the first 100 days, Liberian people are going to feel the change that is required, that they need. People who are planning to protest, I tell you, say you should be thankful to God. You tell Jolo Baka, thank you. Jolo Baka just told you guys that he is not able to run the country. How can you can go to the people and to ask them to show you direction? When you have people then who told you they know what to do, and you came and say you know everything, you're the most qualified, the man with the wisdom. But then, in less than a year, telling the person, my people are allowed to you. I don't know what I'm doing. You need to help me. Just resign. You're not forced to be there. You're not forced to be there. Jolo Baka showed the signal of this incompetence and inaptitude right at the door when he outsourced his responsibility of appointing people to run the government. That's where it started from. When Jolo Baka appointed the Senate, people within the Senate, the rescue senators, to go and do the appointment for him, and they did it. They ended up appointing 2 people in one position. They ended up appointing people then that, from their family, not based on competence or experience or any requisite knowledge. They did it simply because they want to satisfy themselves. So 6 months later, Jolo Baka is coming to the Liberian people and say, I'm not able to run the country. You all need to help me out. You don't have to be there. We got other people who can do it. They don't need to go to all the country to ask them for help. Because they have the blueprint. They know exactly what's going on. They had a plan. They know exactly what they could have done. They know exactly in 3 months' time, there will have been other people, other investors in the country. They know in 3 months' time, what they were going to do to see investors running into the country to create jobs for the people. They knew exactly what they were going to do in terms of building road. But you started from scandal to scandal. Now Jolo Baka tell you, say, now man, I tell my people there, me, I don't know what I'm doing. People that are helping me, they too, they don't know what they are doing. Now I'm going to go outside now to go to help ordinary people there to help me to run it. Simply resign. You don't need anybody help. Just resign. Then the next person, per land association, can come and take over. Then maybe he too will form a different government. We incorporate other people with requisite knowledge and experience, with contacts, to come and help our country. So Jolo Baka just buying time, Steve. They want us to forget about all the stealing and criminal acts that they are already engaged in the past 6 months. We should put that one behind all and start talking, especially the point that somebody raised about the council of churches. The council of churches and the pressure from the Liberian people.
Yes.
They must be audited, especially the 22 million. They know they can't get it, but it's just like when you waste water in a sand. You can't get that water back again. So what they want Liberian people to forget about the 22 million. They forgot about the 19.8 million, the 85 million they request. In fact, before you even started the stupid agenda you call agenda or an arrest, I don't know that they want to go arrest now or they're going to go arrest the Liberian people. Before you started, and you said you asked for 48 million, Steve.
Yep.
I got Mr. Kana, when you get on your point, I got Honorable Yeke Koluba who wants to chime into the conversation.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, but finish the thought.
Honorable Koluba, but because
Honorable Koluba, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Now you can go ahead.
Yeah, when you done, let's say with his point. Go ahead, please, Honorable.
No, I'm listening to Sekou. Sekou, you can't do Australia too soon. What's the problem? I told you people for the initial say that Joseph Boga have you. So you Joseph Boga have you a lot,
His voice going in and out.
Go back to your recording. When I kept on your show, I will tell you. So that you will have about just 2 more incidents for Joseph Boga.
Can you guys hear everything from your car? Right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
It's cutting off.
Yeah, they say you're cutting off, Honorable. I can hear him very clear though.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it better?
It doesn't when I will call him.
Okay, so let's say who call you. Let's say who call you. Who can call you right now? Yeah, try from your end.
Yeah. Hello?
What?
Hello?
Am I clear now? Am I clear?
Sam, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Let him speak. Let him speak. Let's see.
Please, increase your phone volume a little bit, please.
I just did. I'll call back. Go ahead. Hello?
Am I okay? You hearing me?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, but Seku, I'm listening to you say too much. You can't get pressure.
For what?
I told you people from the initial stage that Joseph Boga have failed. It was time I say too soon. Look, from the day Joseph Boga decided that Yomli, the pre-Moi, they know they will run the show. They will recommend people, they tell people, confront people, and induct people into office. Joseph Boga will finish. No, Joseph Boga is finished. Joseph Boga now when I sat with Joseph Boga, and Joseph Boga told me, Yeke, you suffer for this opposition. Bring your own 40%, I will give you a 40 slot. You want to sell them, sell them. You want to put people there to give you money, put people there like I'm doing with Yomli, the Primway, the law, and all of people. I will finish with Joseph Boga. So we are not wasting our time, man. No, we will have interim government in the country.
I think it's necessary.
Yes. I will never revert that my statement. If it is a threat, they are issued a threat. There will be interim government in the country. Joseph Boga will have to leave.
Wow. That would be a breaking news to a lot of people. I think it's necessary. But how do we go? How do we go about it?
Look, we are creating awareness for the most powerful protest. We're not creating awareness for protest for George Weah. We are not creating awareness for Jeremiah Kuhn. We're not creating awareness for anything. But Joseph Boga is incapacitated, is incapable of running this country. Joseph Boga has become a serious criminal to this country. The media using the money of the project. He's not even going by the budget now. He's not even going by the budget now. He decides where to take, where his children will take, where they will take, what Jeremiah will take, what Yomli will take. Yomli is a disgrace to the country. I don't know for what reason. I used to support that woman. But you know, if you don't get closer to somebody, you won't know them.
Yeah.
People do not have interest in this country. People got interest in what their people, what their family can benefit, what they can benefit, what their associates can benefit. The thing finished. And we close yesterday, Seku. We close yesterday. I'm getting information that they want to bring $2 million for the House of Representatives. Like they are giving $1 million for the House of Senate, according to my source. Now you only they pass it right divine to the senators. They want to bring $2 million for us to go back to pass this 419 for people to steal. And I will not be in our house. The house where by majority, if the majority can say we open, it's up to them. But I will not be seen because I have closed.
All right. So, so how long are you guys closed for? A week or two?
We close for a week. We should be going July, August, September, October before we come back.
October. So, but I was informed that Joseph Boga is calling you guys to go back again to go and approve another $85 million so you can pay for the yellow machine. The thing already finished.
You know what I told the speaker? What I told the speaker that slow down the thing? So sometimes I resolve to say to my councillors, the member, the board of the movement against Boga presidency. I got lawyers, I got councillors, I got attorneys, I got veterans on the board. Look, they sat down and told me, say, look, the president can do a gentleman agreement. The executive can do executive agreement. So we don't want you to be a part of anything concerning it. Don't talk about it. The only time the what she had concern when Joseph Boga come before and say, "This machine I brought, you pay for it." You know the advice the people gave me? My only saying will be he must carry it back. The people should take it back and come and start the process, then we can talk about it. But on the day, Joseph Baga have not brought nothing before us. So all the noise we're making will run Joseph Baga.
Yeah, but what about Joseph Baga say coming to Labrampo now say, my first plan failed, I'm a failure, I don't know anything what I'm doing, I need you to help me how to run the country.
Joseph Baga have failed, easy, my first plan failed. The first one and last one, everything failed. Now what we say for the defense yesterday, I told them yesterday, I said, when you want chaos, will cause chaos. If you bring God, Joseph Baga will die. Yes.
If no, Honorable Kolba, I want you to clarify that statement, because before the post say you stand on SKTV and Truth FM and all already that you talk about. I want you to clarify.
I think we need to take a session of that.
Hold on. Yeah?
The tension will kill him. We're not going to bring war. The tension will kill him. Because he can't stand the tension no more. That's why he decided to go to countries.
So
Joseph Baga started on the subjective plane for 6 years. He went. So I heard you say Joseph Baga didn't learn nothing. So all the time I said Joseph Baga work on anything, learn nothing. And now you know he didn't learn nothing.
No, he's just saying it now. He pays action.
We don't waste our time, man. Joseph Baga is a mistake. Look, I really never wanted. So to go back to my recordings. The time before the second round, I came on the public media. I wanted to leave this country when I said all my insulin battle boss. It did not boss. I wanted to leave because I saw that they put in.
Who's that?
Go back to a second when I said they put on win election in a dividing job. People are taking it to be different. That's the reality because we're eating one of the dividing job.
Wow. All right, Honorable Kolba.
Segu, is there any way we can ask questions?
When you want to Segu,
yeah.
the people say, now, oh man, when you want to, they say, now your uncle. Segu, 2011, I supported United Party. I will send my picture to you with Elia Masan Seti. Every snow play had they put it on my head on the gator fee. Every snow, his United Party had they put it on my head. I was in yellow shirt. And Ellie and myself sat close to one another, and they decided that they would help me. Then I called and said, Uncle, everyone went to say, Ellie, they pledged their support to us, you're not giving job. Okay, we forgot about that. When I was being harassed by the CDC, Joseph Baga never ever came to my heart to sympathize with me. And there's another community there, and you were always there. Up to now, and there's another community is supporting my family staying outside the country. Up to now.
All right, Honorable Kolba, just a second. If you don't mind, let's entertain one or two questions from our fellow panelists. Okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm on the line.
All right, Sam, go ahead.
Yaga Kolba, thank you for coming on the show. You know, sometimes, to be honest, I get confused with Yaga, the way he proceeds sometimes. I mean, it's good to disagree with each other. But Yaga, you were in AMC, okay? And at some point you left, you decided to run campaign for a man, I believe you know him too good before you ran a campaign. You were on a motorbike, you were in the bushes. What now you talking about Alexander Cummings coming to your house and being there for that? Yeah, did you know that Joseph Baga was not competent to lead? And you said yes, he was a man to lead Liberia, and you campaigned for him?
All right, thank you.
So you just called your name the other day here.
Sam Badley.
Okay, Sam. Let me disagree with you. Look, when you check my style of campaign, I'm a member of the opposition. I campaign for everywhere on the comments went I was there. Check the records. Everywhere on the comments went I was there. Everywhere United Party went I was there because I wanted a United Party, or opposition presidency, not George Weah presidency. So well, the country, 50% of the people said they wanted a change, and they prefer Joseph Baga at the time. If Joseph Baga was voted for.
All right. Thank you so much. Mong, do you have a question for Honorable Koloba before we let him go?
Well, I don't think I have a question. The Honorable just said it all. And the article today, we've been saying this thing for the longest. The places investment needs to be made in Liberia, they are not happening. Our government is running a classic money laundering operation between two branches of government, and the judiciary branch keep re-echoing our sentiment here on SKTV. So every day we will be vindicated on this program. We said it from day one that the PSRP, which is the Public Sector Investment Program, no serious country will invest 58 million when your lawmaker is getting almost the same money as compared to the entire country. Nobody will pay 3 times in debt as opposed to how much you are making as down payment to a country's future. And at the end of the day, Joseph, one thing I understand when you come out with a 100-day plan, Mr. Connie, the 100-day plan is also part of your agenda. So how Joseph Barker was able to come with a 100-day spending plan that they were taking millions to make sure that a 100-day plan come to fruition? How? If they
can tell us, 6 months later, say, we don't
let
have.
me stop there for now. Let you hear from our people a little bit. Okay.
Mon, thank you.
Yeah, so to give us an update. Today is Friday. Don't forget.
Mon, just look at it. That one person.
No, our people not serious today. We'll give it today and tomorrow. You know tomorrow we don't cross Saturday, man. You show up, man. All right, guys.
One person. So Steve, go ahead.
So I just wanted to ask Honorable Yeka Koloba this question in regard before we go to the lines, in regard to something he said. Honorable Yeka Koloba, are you, if the protest stays constant, are we protesting for the entire administration to leave or just the president?
As you are there in the southeast as we speak now, but the road condition is bad.
Yeah, Honorable Koloba, you didn't hear Steve. Hold on 1 second. Steve was asking a question. I don't know whether you heard him. Steve,
what did he say?
Okay, he said, if the protest goes as planned, are we talking about, the president? When you say Joseph Barker must go, you mean the president, just the president, or the entire government?
No, we have to dissolve the entire government. All of us need to go and have re-election. If we will come back, we'll come back. Because we have failed the people. We have collaborated with Joseph Barker to fail the people. The fact that lawmakers are facilitating the senators, representatives are facilitating the criminal act of Joseph Barker. Senators are 100% facilitating the criminal act of Joseph Barker. That means all of us.
Oh, so that means you want the whole. So you want the whole government to be dissolved, including the legislature?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well.
Yes. Yes. But why we get all in the house? Why are we waiting for the all in the house? When we are being deemed as criminals, as they say, as the Liberian people lie? No, they are not. Until the house can be audited, we are criminals. Why are we hiding? What are we hiding? Why we don't want to expose Jeremiah Kune? Why we don't want to expose Prim Wayne? Look, when they audit our house, that way you will know that people sitting on the Liberian money. And the day, if I was the president of this country, I will go to Jeremiah Kune's house to go study her. I will not go to bank. They're not keeping no money in no banks. They're keeping it in their homes, in their homes.
Wow. Wow. All right. Honorable Koloba, Mabel, do you have a question before we let the Honorable go? Do you have a question, Mabel? So somebody asked for the Zelle and the Cash App number. Just pin it. I mean, you're not gonna Cash App number, man. Yeah, you're not gonna Cash App number. If you got Cash App number, say I will not put your number there.
So let me just tell you what fun that happened today.
Yeah.
So I called my community chairman to decide what to do with the 100,000 for the district.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't get nothing other than. So I resolved to put a team together to either buy the Goodrich high school property that is not owned by the government, is owned by an individual, to negotiate with the person to buy that property for it, or carry the Rebecca J. Wesley school up to high school because there's no public high school around the Oro area, especially in the district. So I try to talk to some people to come on the team, to be a part of the team because I don't want to be part of money business. You know the funny tell me, Sekou, we are coming on the team, you need to be paid up.
But the brother.
Yeah, Mr. Kana, I want to ask or call about before you take leave of him, Chief.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Or call about Bolivia. I'm Lawrence from Beaumont, Chief. How are you, sir?
Hey, my heart
What's up? I saw you sitting in the speaker seat. What was your intent to sit in this?
No, we keep someone I respect so highly. So people are saying, oh, the speaker can give me money. Now I'm not insulting him, but the speaker can allow me to make my input. When my communications are ready, the speaker can put on the agenda, and that's what Bobo Chima was not doing. My president was not fear in the house. Until the speaker can stop doing that, he and myself be a local. So he was, you're a speaker. Speaker is not to debate issues. When you want to debate issues, then leave your speaker seat, come and sit as our colleague, our normal colleague. We are all colleagues, but come and sit to where we're sitting, then you can debate the issue. So he left a speaker chair to go and debate the issue. So I took over the chair.
All right, thank you, Chief.
So, maybe unless you have something to say,
the speaker want to debate the speaker chair.
Do you want to ask a question?
Well, so say you keep you keep talking about a question. Quickly, let me just ask my question to
You don't
the
have
honorable
to
man.
Maybe you don't have to. If you don't have a question, that's fine. You don't have
Okay. Because because I don't want to maybe.
All right. Anyway, before you go, when you coming back on SKTV for we did it last time?
No, I want to be very careful because I don't want to be people that will be setting bad precedents. If the horse will come back to session, I'm going to give our excuse to go do follow up on some things. I don't want to be part of like the Liberian people are saying they want to give her 2 million. If we're not very careful, if the 2 million don't come and we'll go back to work, we'll all know justification. The president said he can run the country. The LRA boss said the budget is performing. Why do they want to recast the budget? We say for the man told us the budget is overperforming. Nobody going to country holiday. I said about it. I want a guy that can come on your show. Formula. The LRA was asking before and said the budget is overperforming. So where's the money going? Sekou, I beg you, I don't have my email. When we come, we'll talk something different, man. How we have interim government and what we'll be discussing on your show.
Yeah, so that's why I want you to come. I want also to have a show so we can discuss the protest.
I will call you after the show so we can arrange it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So the speaker will set the agenda and whip his colleague when it comes to parliamentary procedure. But you want to debate so you get to a seat.
You get had a gobble.
Hold on 1 second. So, those of you who asked for our Zelle and Cash App number, I pin it. It's both on the screen here and also being pinned right there. If you can see it, it's 480-862-0783 for both Cash App and Zelle. We also have SKTV Cash App. That one too, when you search SKTV, you'll see it. But the easiest way, this number that I just pinned here, it has both Zelle and Cash App. So those of you who are accustomed to supporting us, you know it already, you have it. And those of you who are here for the first time and want to support, that is the number, 480-862-0783. We all agree that every Friday, that's when we will do, support a contribution to SKTV. There are some people here who are, part of the stakeholder group. They pay monthly, support to SKTV at the same time too. On Friday they will come here and support. So we should not leave away just one group of people. And so anybody who, hold on 1 second, I seen something here, but I'm not too sure about that. Somebody sent something on the Zelle. Okay, so I have to confirm this person here. Whoever sent this money, I want you to message me or SKTV, because I saw somebody send some money. Some people can make mistakes and send certain amount. I'm not going to say the amount to the public, but I just want to know. I want you to confirm that this is how much you meant to send to us. Or if it was not a mistake, definitely let us know. But yeah, we appreciate. One person sent Zelle, and one person sent Cash App. So we will see what we're going to do here. Yes. So Mong, we want to have 2 people so far, and the person who sent the Zelle, I'm not sure. I don't want to call the name, but just inbox me, Sekou, or you can inbox SKTV to confirm your donation.
Yeah, but Mr. Kane, we have a policy here.
I think it's Jeff Doe. He said it is Miss. I think he's saying something like that.
Yeah, Jeff Doe.
No, but we have a policy. We don't do refund. If you made a mistake and any problem, we'll forgive you for this time you made a mistake, you send it. We dare acknowledge your mistake and move on. We have a policy. We have not changed that policy. So, Jeff Doe, thank you so much. If that you, we move. Let's move the show on. That person already did what he's going to do.
Yeah, he sent $450.
Yeah, it's him. The man confirmed. The man confirmed.
Because let me tell you the reason why I asked. We on SKTV, besides Steve, policy that you get, when you sell off money, plenty of money like that, people normally don't sell all that kind of money. We all want to make sure, because from one time somebody said $5,000, and that person, now they're not $5,000 they wanted to send to us. So I didn't announce the money, but just to the person, say, whoever sent the money, let me know. I called the person in the back. They told me exactly how much they wanted to send. We take that, and the rest of the money I send it back to them. And say like Steve say, anybody say any money.
Yeah, but the thing about it, we
don't do that, Steve.
And you got suspended. You got suspended for a couple of days. The committee suspended you for a couple of days for sending that money back. You will get recalled.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, so you never consulted with the committee, so you broke the law. So
Hello.
Yeah, but that's.
They want about the robocall for Democrat people. The Democrat people, they want all to go vote for them. But we'll talk about that. Your body, you're not make it. So yes, so the person that send the money, that covers almost for the most part. But whoever,
Sekou, you say how much I put into it again? How much they sent?
$450.
You joking?
Yes.
Wow. That's great.
That's the person that was asking for Cash App.
I see why Steve said no refund policy. Do they got?
Yeah, but the problem was he always bringing committee laws, and so they all look like next we will take a vote again if you want to send the money back to suspend you for 2 months because because you broke committee laws.
How? Because once they put money back,
there's no refund policy.
Oh, but I want to make sure.
Then I mean the vote on the top because Sekou is my ally, and I gotta vote for my ally.
No, Steve will be the loser because for a refund policy if it's a mistake.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how do you determine it's a mistake?
That's what we asked.
No, you generally there know it's a mistake.
My man, you hear some people not even saying you $5 Some people not even saying $10 or $20 If somebody make me say you say $500, you gotta ask them that $500 you meant.
Well, now they gotta mistake them with that. Next time you will behave yourself, you don't make mistake.
They'll not behave yourself, business.
Okay.
That's why we're not going to put you ahead of the money because.
Yeah, but same. What you think I got a point there? You look ahead.
Steve, I think everybody has a point. The only thing is, as a guest, I don't know policy yet, so I'm waiting to understand the policy later so I can respond to it.
I want your opinion. What is the fair way to do it?
Yeah, the fairest way to do it, the fairness judgment will appreciate.
Yeah, the fairness we're talking about here.
No, this is a show. This is not a religious place, right? And so look, somebody made a mistake and they forgot they said something and that's all saying. We just tell them thank you. They remind them next time they might not behave that way. In that apartment.
What I'm saying is that
so respectfully, I disagree with my brother today. I think it will be the one of the first time that I will ever disagree with my brother. So Steve,
my man said yesterday you disagree with me. Lead that story back.
I become a deacon. That's not a fair way to go. But so to our brother Jeff, I want to say thank you so much. That's so encouraging because when you just listen to Koluba, talking, sometimes fear will grab you, especially when you are right there in Liberia because the way people react, the way the government going to react. So sometimes your support, I have it in it. So don't sit back and feel like I don't know. So thank you so much, Jeff, and thanks to all of you, Sekou, Steve, Regina Monk, and our brother Sam. Thank you so much.
Do you guys realize that the Supreme Court, that the Chief Justice and Yeke are making a similar statement? Because if you threaten your constitutional crisis, then you're shutting down the whole government. That's what you're literally saying. Yeke gets saying your own wrong, but the same thing the Chief Justice is saying, that day is beyond reproach, so she's going to trigger a constitutional crisis. A constitutional crisis literally means that we don't have a government anymore. Maybe the military will take over. That's what you're trying to say in another sense. So seeing Yeke are literally saying the same thing.
Yeah, so my people, you're not thinking because 10 supported us now, then all of them must say bow.
Yeah, no, they gotta go.
You see where the policy comes in. Don't announce those things. You can't listen to me. I ain't there.
No.
Just leave it. Whoever made that mistake, we'll work with them. Next time we'll tell them to be careful how they type it in numbers. We move. But you say you see that? No,
but still, see when you go to the bank and you see heavy money in your account, and then the accountant say, "Well, I mean, we made a mistake. We put the money in your account. Are you going to withdraw it?"
Yes. Why don't I withdraw it?
Let me tell you something happening.
Who are you talking?
Let me tell you, Steve, something happened. I went to the ATM on the drive-through, right, at West Fargo. I wanted to withdraw money. But then, that day, that particular account, there wasn't money that was there. That was $120. But then, somebody, I think the person went to deposit. And when you deposit in the ATM, sometimes the one end the ATM will not take, the ATM can push it back. But the person was in a hurry, they just pull over and left. So by the time I talked to you, the thing open back. He said, take your money that was not on it. So I look at it, $600 in it. I said, they have money there, and I don't want the money here. So I took the money, I closed it, then I put it in back, I took my own money I was supposed to take. So I went around, instead of me, just going drive through now, I went to the bank. So I want to talk to the manager. So I said, I was going through here, somebody wanted to take the money. Because what's going to happen, they're going to take the money from that person's account. And it's not my money. And me, if you want to find out, it's enough for me. my mind never move on. I can always be thinking about it. So I went back inside, as I went to the manager. The manager, they say, okay, they sent me to the guy. I went to him and say, the guy in front of me on the drive-through, he was depositing money, he left some money there. He rejected this money, $600. $100 bills. The guy asked me where you from?
Yes, where are you from? You so thank you for answering.
The guy said, where you from? I said, I'm from Liberia. He said, I've been doing banking for 20 years. Nobody, I'm not seeing anybody doing this, but he said, thank you. He saw, He tell me thank you. So similar to happened to me, Steve. I forgot my ATM. You know, ATM when you put your ATM card, the bank can swallow it, right? They something can swallow it.
Yeah.
They will call you and go get it. So when that one happened to me, when I went there, you know, the split similar situation, they knew that what I did last time. So the guy, you know, the guy reported it. So that is to say, whatever is not for you, I don't feel comfortable getting
so
it.
why you never? So Mr. Kane, my only question with you on our situation: why didn't you call me?
But,
No,
let
me say this: God can bless anybody anyway. If I go to the ATM, if you think that will make me corrupt or not moral, that's your problem. If I go to the ATM and somebody leave money there and I see I will take the money, I will go. What thing happen? Let me tell you, leave it there. Look, you see, this is the problem. We don't look at it from a logical standpoint. Jeff sent 450. If Jeff forget he sent 450, what he will pay me? Maybe Jeff was happy that day. He was overly zealous. Why so question Jeff? And I see there for him. He's sending willingly. The records are there. Somebody go leave money to bank as old thing and go look money.
But Steve, it just sends you 400 and say, "Oh, Steve, I didn't mean to send 400. I meant to send at least $40 to you, and I made a mistake." So should we say just because the president want to do good for us, so now we should just say, you know what, we'll take it, it not concern us?
Sam, when you leave on the show, you're not go try it. Go try it. Say you want something that is $100. The policy will apply to you. What are you doing? What do you say? You worry about that one. I don't worry about that one. We will take the money. Are you selling? I don't send it. Mom, listen, man, saying that one thing talking about that thing. What? Sonny, that machine you send it to not me. I will use it. What Jesus will do? Jesus got to do what he got to do. Jesus said, "Look, let me tell you something."
But the president might not come by next on your show.
That's fine. They see why the king, the time will come in, they call me and tell me they will come in. They can go to see when nobody sign contract will move. But the policy, they're not integrated issue there.
Are we supposed to take calls?
Yeah, let's take the call here. Caller, what is your name? Where are you calling from? Is it Jeff?
Man, Jeff, Steve, just not making too much noise, man. Jeff, don't be scared. You know, I've been giving contribution to different platforms. So this ain't no mistake. Just like I said, my comment, I ain't ask Lofa US for me. You can ask in my service. When? So it's all about Liberia. So Steve, stop making too much noise. More gonna come, okay?
We appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay.
No, they know you're joking. Yeah, they know you're joking. In fact, the last person that called me before Jeff, the person was telling me, say, tell Steve, say, this should a serious show. Let you start playing phone. Yeah, so that's one of your friends called and they said that I'm going to tell you to start playing phone. This is a serious show. And people take us very, let me tell you something. There are people, we have certain people here saying some things, just to be disrespectful. But I think I will let it pass. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. What's your name and where are you coming from?
Oh, my name is Emmanuel Dewey. I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio.
Emmanuel, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say many thanks to you guys for the show. And I also want to welcome our new brother Sam. But I have little problem with Sam. I think Sam need to go in the team dressing room and know how the team can dress up and other stuff. What I mean is the way you guys carry on the conversation, because you know that he coming with different pattern. And when he coming with different pattern like that, many people have problem with him. So if you understand how you guys, although you guys got different views, but sometimes at the end of the day, you guys got places that you can gather and launch at that. But it seems that you want to go solo. So you should understand the objective of the show. So I just want to make that contribution. Thank you, guys.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, we left feedbacks. We let people to, we let people to give out their feedbacks.
They say my boy said to get on.
The lines are open, but people, calling.
That why we want to make a call.
It's good. It's good.
So, Mr. Kenneth, I beg you before getting next caller. Let me say this to all of our viewers and all our watchers. Like Mr. Kenneth said, maybe I need to be serious on the show, and some of you might not like my seriousness. Some things I joke about it. Maybe unknowingly in my sleep, I ever took or ate corrupt money or ate anything from somebody. But those of you who don't know me, let's forget about the Facebook. I don't play like that. Some of these things I can just be joking or whatever. They just to, we can't always create the atmosphere. Everybody feel we just be tight. And we just count the show, just be very old, Sometimes we just got to amuse ourselves and into things because life is short, And so I'm not here to blow my own horn, but the truth of the matter is, I know I would not take anything from anyone, and that's the major foundation of this platform, integrity. That's why we are able to call out people that we care about, we have a relationship with. We do. If you all know the relationship we have with Yombly Kanga Lawrence, Senator Darius DeLong, outside of this thing, outside of Facebook, some of you will say, and you can muster the courage to call her out. You would never believe it, but we do that. But yeah, thank you, folks. That's kind of our one thing.
Yeah, sure. So let's take this caller here. I think this person from Iowa. What's your name, caller? Last 4 digits, 4226.
How you doing, Pastor?
I'm doing great.
Well, you don't know this number?
Please call your name and where you calling from, my brother. I know you, but the people I don't know you.
Okay, this is Bardino.
Mr. Bardino, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm sorry. That man initiate or you initiate him? Fair by the
He said what? The man.
I say how they say by the get on SKTV. You initiated him or who initiated him?
Because you ran away. So you ran away. So we need. Because you ran away, so we need Sam to replace you.
No, I didn't run away. I told you I watch this show every day. But how Sam got on the show? That's my question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sam has been part of the platform for a long time. You're not just on camera, but you've been around.
Okay, all right, thank you. You see, I just called to say something good things that are happening in our country. I know it will take time. I would say over 15 or 16 years, we, the Liberian people, try not to enjoy what we gave up to the 3 generators at the airport. Today, 20 police cars in Liberia. Today, you can drive for 4 hours, 30 minutes, or 4 hours, or 5 hours to go to Nigeria. When I told you how to fix the road in Liberia, if you can remember, USP. I told you, we don't need quota in Liberia for now. We need our road to be fixed. That you told me that day, Joseph Bagai will appoint you as agriculture minister. Do you remember? Today, where we might not be exactly there, we might not be doing something that augurs well with the Liberian people, but there is a step forward and step back. That question you asked today was a very good question. When somebody is doing something good for our country, don't put all politics aside. When a little man do good, we should say, oh, what he's doing is good. But I always follow these shows. I don't want you and Steve to say, well, you follow these shows, then I now. Every time when the signal comes, I open my phone and sit down and get class. I will never ever leave SKTV until all of us will die together. one day what I'm doing when it's settled, I will come back on SKTV to take my usual position to be one of the panelists and the founder of this organization, so that what you and myself talk behind the door, closed door, then we all will do it. But sometimes you're not talking to me, I can be mad at why I'm not calling you this day. Every day we used to call one another. You and Steve got my money. Joseph Walker won. You say you were going to buy me phone?
All right, no problem, Mr. Dunbar. Thank you so much. We'll call. We'll keep calling. So we owe you because Joseph Walker won. No problem. We heard you.
I said, welcome to SKTV. Welcome, brother. Welcome. This is our home. And welcome home. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let's take this other caller, then we'll go back to you, Steve. Yeah. So,
Okay.
caller, what's your name and where you calling from? 484 number. Last 4 digit 9595.
Yeah, Steve, how you doing?
We're doing great.
Yeah, first my name is Mustafa Ballo. I want to say thanks to all the panelists in studio.
Go ahead.
For every information I have read, and the Liberian people, they are problems themselves. The people knew greater that Joseph Walker was a complete accident to the Liberian people. What do I mean? During the campaign, he came out with arrest. Even to interpret the arrest, it was difficult for him. This was a man who served 12 years as vice president. He worked in other entities in government. The Liberian people did not even see no progress. They never even had something to develop the Liberian people at school. Other thing, the only thing they were building the one in Lofa. Also, that is in Lofa becomes a Joseph Walker. We saw it. During the campaign, he said Unity Party are in, not to go around. When you guys broke the news that the woman was not well, he incompetent, they saw it to be like a very bad thing that you people said. He walked in the mind of some of them, and you see today the voter Joseph Human Walker. See the mess with him. See where our country going. See how disgraceful our country is. Going to Ghana, bringing boss, it did not work. You left the legislature because you have 3 branches of government. You left the legislature, you went and brought machine in country. You got rid of the machine. We saw it, and now you're coming back. We saw the 22 million about nothing. You implore James Abakari, your nephew. He stole money from the car up to now, and then you're coming out of who the Liberian people in the name of audit. Why can you audit yourself first? To tell the Liberian people, because we saw what happened during the inaugural program. When that money got missed, so he did that, and he said the spoon TV were all around with a blatant lie trying to play on the mind of the Liberian people, and knowing very well that if a man has a peacemaker and it is too much, he's going to collapse. So, you guys, I just want to say thanks to you guys, man. Y'all continue to do the hard work. Because the Liberian people really want to learn, they will come on this platform and receive the information. Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you so much, my brother. We appreciate it. Go ahead, Steve, for your call.
Yeah, let me get this caller on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Yeah, Steve, good evening. Good evening to SKTV family. This is Intrig Jallo, and I'm calling in from the most powerful country in Europe, Brussels. So, let me just say this to my friend and my people on the other side, which is the Unity Party. It's never too late for you to turn back, and it's never too late for you to do the right thing. But if you allow your ego to make you not to bring qualified people and do the right thing, and try to put you on the right track, then it is best that Waka can just resign and give the people country back to them. And as Yeke is saying, and as the Chief Justice is trying to do, we can put the country under an interim government, and then the Liberian people will decide who become their next president. Well, as you see what is going on right now, for the past 6 years, we have elevated the standard of our government to a very high level of transparency. So the Liberian people will not accept anything other than a transparent government, a government that's going to hold people who are stolen from them accountable. If you cannot do that, you will have the Liberian people to contend to it. And look at the thing you did. Proper government had their own agenda, which was pro agenda. Then United Party came with their arrest agenda. United Party say the teaching that, the moment United Party failed to bring John Molu on their team, I knew the government was heading for no good. Because if you want to be transparent, there are certain people when you bring them within the government, we know that you are ready for business. You are ready to be transparent. You are ready to hold people accountable. It's not for you to open your mouth and tell the international people, say you bring in one economic crime force, and the other basic thing that you need to set for them to see, you set the stage for them to see that you are ready to bring one economic crime force, and you are also ready to hold those rogues accountable. And you yourself start stealing. If you say somebody outside is a rogue, make sure say your people inside is not a rogue. But you got social rogues in, you got kitty. Part of kitty then in your house. Then you calling somebody, say somebody outside a kitty.
Thank you.
We're not going to take anything other than transparency and a better life for our people. If you cannot leave, then you must step aside. If you still have some respect and dignity for your legacy, President Waka, it will be best that you step aside and don't allow these children to destroy your legacy. Because we're not accept nothing. A transparent government and a government that's going to, make it better for the people. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Well,
so we have another caller here. So, caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, SKTV. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you guys for the show. As always, this is Dee calling from the state of Rhode Island. Thank you guys for the show. As always, thank you for your time and thanks for the new panelists. I think you're doing good. Don't let the people push you, But something I wanted to say, Sekou. I really don't have much to say to the topic today. We've all been saying the same thing. Liberia needs some kind of change. And Joseph Boakai age, and I'm not coming at him because of ageism. Nobody by old age, we all will get there. Liberia problem is too much for Joseph Boakai to handle. And I think right now what Joseph Boakai is doing, he's policing his supporters instead of policing the country at large. Everybody pulling him from different dimensions. People even around him giving him what they want him to do instead of what he came to do for the country. And I see this is what's happening. And if this Joseph Boakai not honest with himself and honest with the Liberian people, you can't run a country like that. You are not there for supporter. You are there for the entire country. You can't just say you follow the rules. And then last week, I wanted to say something. This guy that called here, I might mistake his name, the older guy, I don't know his age. For Liberia to change, we need to be honest. The other night, day before yesterday, he called on the school network. The late night show, there was a guy, Vasco made a comment about a Zoe panel having some kind of mental problem, and this guy called. The remark he made to Vasco, as an older person, you can't talk like that. If you find that clip, you can listen to him. He called. You cannot be one person on the other side and another person on a different platform. As soon as he called and called his name, I say, oh, this is the guy that can call SK. I know most of those people's voice. But as an older person, I'm in my 30s, you don't talk like that. You don't give advice to us. Do you guys love Liberia or you love Joseph Boakai? All the team men, he name police car. We're not saying Joseph Boakai not doing something, but the manner of which this country is going, the way they are doing things, they don't know what they are doing. And right now the country is divided. They are provoking the people in the opposition, and that's why you see the citizens behaving the way they're behaving. Where is the metro government? Where is the example? Where is the law? Where is a country before a party? So they need to stop that, and he's a perfect example. Your find out the other night when he called on school, day before yesterday, the way he addressed But for as an older man, then when you call SKTV, get different tone. Let's stop the hypocrite. Be like you are in honesty. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Let's take the next caller here. I think he's calling back. He want to react, but let's take the first one callers first. So call up 313. What is your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Hello, caller.
I'm calling from Detroit, Michigan.
What is your name?
My name is Pastor Philip A. Carter.
Huh?
My name is Philip A. Carter.
Philip Carter?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. You're live on SKTV.
I would like to come in, because
Your voice is very, very low. If you can put some energy in it, that would be good.
Hello?
Yeah?
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, much better. Go ahead.
Look, Sekou, I would like to come in because we are at a stage now that if we are not very careful, Liberia, the electricity rate in Liberia is so high. Therefore, when we are trying to inject people to riot, you never know how it will turn out. I was in Liberia during the war, and I know what went on. People saw the Congo and they thought it was a place to eat in. We are supposed to talk. We are supposed to suggest. We are supposed to continue to pray for peace in Liberia. But the time that I see now, where Yaka by others are taking, they will break down and we try to Liberia. Right now, I'm trying to get a school in number 7 to eradicate the educational standards in our country. Let us be very careful. Let us be very careful. What we are thinking that will go right may not go right. May not go right. Some of us want to go home. Some of us have built our house home. Some of us want to go back, live back home. Let us be very careful what we are saying, suggesting to our people. If rioting will go on, you may think it may be consistent in regards to what we want to happen. It may turn out the worst way. This is my contribution. Thank you, Brother Sekou.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, before you go, let me tell you this. Protest is part of our fundamental right on our constitution to peacefully assemble. And also, the constitution also allow Liberians to change their government if they believe that the government is not proceeding in their interest. What is not encouraged is any means of violence, but the government has the responsibility to make sure they provide a conducive environment for every Liberian to exercise their constitutional franchise without being harmed or disturbed. For the most part, in Africa and Liberia, the protesters, people who protest, who come out to exercise their franchise or to call on their government, protest does not mean violence. Protest does not mean chaos. It doesn't mean burning tires or burning cars or breaking down people's properties. Protest means you are going out and ask your government to act. And Liberia people get the right to peaceably and peacefully assemble at any time without being disturbed. So I don't want people to equate protest to violence or to war. there will be no more war in Liberia. But people reserve the right to protest when and if they deem it necessary. So I wanted to say that to you. And I know you are constructing your school and other people are investing things in Liberia. I don't think protests will have anything to do with your school or any other person who may have a plan to invest or build anything in Liberia. Protest does not mean violence, and nobody should actually engage in any form of violence. And we are not encouraging any form of violence, but we believe many African leaders, the only, language they can understand is the voice of the people when they're in their number. I just wanted to say that. So thank you so much for the call, unless you have something to say before I let you go. Hello? All right. Mr. Berdo is calling back. Mr. Noah, Mr. Berdo, what's going on? You want to?
I did mention to Vasco, for party, we are all Liberians. For party issues, you cannot call a sitting senator of a county that he had mental problem. It was wrong.
What's wrong with that?
No, it was wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Listen now,
Even me, I believe Joseph Boaga got some cognitive problem.
Okay, that's you, Sekou.
Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's freedom of speech.
But then can you give me chance? Let me learn.
No, yeah, I don't want to register that disagreement with you. But go ahead.
All right. And I told Vasco, you from Lufa. Boaga from Lufa. Zoe Penner from Grand Jida, he's from the southeast. If Zoe Penner can come on the stage, don't put all politics aside. If Boaga do good today, he's doing it good for all Liberians. If Zoe Penner can come and praise the government and say in 6 or 8 years, for me in Liberia, I have taken car from Monrovia to Grand Jida for 6 hours. That's one. Two, as Zoe Penner said, I'm quoting directly from Zoe Penner. He said, and I'm quote, that Beco rice used to be 10,000, 8,000. The transportation from Monrovia, even from Ganta to Grand Jida, it was 15,000. That's second. Third, Zoe Penner said, gasoline, a gallon of gas now in Grand Jida is $900. Then Vasco came out and said Zoe Penner has mental problem. The reason why he has mental problem, I'm quoting from Vasco, is he's a seditious. Why seditious senator should praise Joseph Boaga administration? Vasco, yes. The politics, we were born as a Liberians. We were not born with party. We will leave Liberia and die. The party will go. Where is NGPL today? Where is TUI party today? Vasco. Where is National Patriotic Party today? You can't get party to be.
Okay.
Can I ask you?
Yeah. So just one second, Steve. So Mr. Denoa, what was your response to Vasco?
I told Vasco say he said he got damnation. He should go and sit down and learn and praise other people when they're doing something. Vasco, have you ever thrown me away? No. Have Steve ever thrown me away? No. Have Steve ever thrown me away? No. But we have individual differences. When we come to social discourse, let's see this that will represent us. Vasco always does that thing.
Okay. Let me. No. But if you're talking, you're already clarified. Still want to ask your question, but before Steve can ask your question, before Steve can ask your question, let me say this to you. Zoe Penner is a public figure. he's serving the Liberian people. Liberian people can call the man crazy man. You can call the man mentally ill. You can call him any kind of name. That's their right. And that right is guaranteed under the Liberian Constitution. So you now, as an older person that knows better, that's supposed to know better, if Vasco come and cause in public, then you should also go and cause in public.
No, I didn't cause Vasco.
You did. Okay. So that means Vasco did not cause Emmanuel. I mean, Zopeno. Because Vasco said mega mental problem. You say the mega dementia. So what's the difference?
Let me ask Brendan something quick. I don't want to ask him.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Steve want to ask you. Then you can respond to it.
Do you know that the current vice president, who you support, and you and him from the same country, do you know that he said Joseph Boakai got mental problem?
Yeah. Jeremiah Kun said that.
Do you know that Jeremiah Kun said Joseph Boakai crazy?
I can't recall.
Okay, we inform you now. He said it.
So Jeremiah Kun said.
I can't recall. If I were to hear Jeremiah Kun, His Excellency.
Okay.
We got video for that.
His Excellency. How many times you now call Joe Biden His Excellency? I said Joe Biden. How many times you now call Joe Biden His Excellency?
What are you talking about?
How many times you call Donald Trump His Excellency?
How many times you call Joe Weah His Excellency?
How many times you call Joe Weah His Excellency? Who's your Boakai in grave? Who? Who say? Me? Okay, now you are proving to the people that you do get mental problem. You do. You seriously do. Because not a single day. No. Say Vasco say Joe Pena got mental problem because you got mental problem too. That's why you got angry. Because not a single day, old men like you not to come here and lie like this, you know. No. I'm disappointed in you, man. You're too old to lie. What? I said Joe Boakai will die? Nobody ever said that on SKTV. Never, ever. You see, these are the secret friends we are talking about. Me, I can't refuse to take your call. You will call here 10 times, we'll take your call 100 times, but we'll be ready to correct you. The old man certainly got mental problem. Because everybody's seeing everything happening in Liberia right now, he's seeing it a different way. That means you need to go check yourself. Maybe you as open in the same we belong to the group. Maybe. Mr. Emmanuel Yato, the chairman.
You know, Steve.
Sekou.
Sekou. Oh, that's Sekou.
Yes, sir.
Old man birthday don't have my old man, but sometimes.
Yeah, your old man need to go see a psychiatrist. You need to be in a group home. You know, sometimes too, somebody probably they when they stay wrong. You know, in the work in the group home, somebody can resemble it. They can be taken care of. Yeah, Bernard belong to the group or group home.
In the sense that if you're from Nima, then anything from Nima you support it.
Yeah.
If you're from Lofa, Joseph Boakai alone, he's not from Liberia, he's from Lofa. So if you're Lofian, you gotta support Joseph Boakai 100%.
Yeah.
Look, relative term. I don't know when last that Zopena went to Grand Gide because Joseph Boakai said no car will be stuck anywhere. Right now, the road to River Steps from Buchanan. And you know what? The worst part of the road is in Bassa. The rescue lady, right now, to cross into District Number 1, Upper Mowe. You can't do that, oh man. The prices are going up. People are not traveling from Mowe District through Tapeta because the logging company made a new road at bypass through Tapeta. So people are buying from Tapeta now. They're not coming to Buchanan anymore. Because the Bassa portion is a place called Fitois. That the mud is so bad now, and the rain have not even started. And going towards Sano County is getting bad. So can you imagine what will happen in August or September when half of the money have already been expensed? Nobody knows exactly how much of the 21 million is already spent. So, President Noah, I hope you go visit Nima County come August. Then we know when you come back, you can bring us pictures that the road to Nima County from Ganta to Tapata is real good. Then you can come and do a personal testimony. But what you say now, oh man, is relative. You got to go there to see for yourself.
Yep. Oh man, thank you so much, my brother. So we will take a few more calls, and let me just, Mung, if you stay here, let me just update.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah. So besides the guy, okay, 1, 2. Let's see here. 3. Yeah, besides that guy who sent the huge amount, only 3 people donated today. He make it 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it mean how that mean not show up to the work, no be on water big time. We'll go beyond close door and change that policy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that off the show anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody asking for the number. The same number you see on there
on the screen.
You can you can call that number to talk. You can call it number. You can send money to it. You can call the number to talk. You have the second number, which is let me pin both numbers so we can. You just get a few more calls and then we call it a day because we already hit. Oh, we been here now for 2 hours 40 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
I think we can wrap up now. Let me just
entertain. Go so quick when they talk.
Yeah, let me just entertain a few more calls.
Yeah.
480-401-2081 or 480-862-0783. Yeah. So yeah, you can call either of these numbers, then you will get through. What the hell? Something. Okay. So yeah, so I just the person who wants to call, who is asking the number to call, you can call any of those numbers that you get through. 480-401-2081 or 480-862-0783. Let's get to Pastor Cummins here. Hello.
Hello, Sekou. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. Quickly, I'm going to follow up on your discussion the other day. I suggested to Steve to do a follow-up on that TRC thing with Ben Scott, Jerome Verdian, Alan White, and Billy Clear. I want you to please.
And I was not the one running the show that day, but I can't remember. I remember you saying that, but I can't remember the exact conversation.
Yeah, I think the last time they hosted Madam Washington, and I listened to her and I watched her body language. I would say this, Sekou. Before the TRC went helter-skelter, on that fateful day, I won't forget, 2:15 p.m., I was on the phone to Nigeria when Councilor Boone came to me to my office, and she said, Jerome, I got to go on the air now. We got to do a summer cast. The TRC scattered. I said, Councilor, what are you talking about? She said, Jerome, I trust you. The TRC will fall apart today. I got to let the Liberian people know what will happen. That hula baloo from that fateful day is being up approximately 14 years now. To the best of my knowledge, 14 years now. That hula baloo led to what we have with the TRC. And I listened to Madam Washington saying it is a Liberian thing. Sekou, you may not be a journalist, right? But you understand some rudiments of communication. Look at all the videos. Watch all the videos. It was a Liberian thing. But how they manage money in terms of video and audio as far as the website. Before the website went down, I got all the videos. Before that website,
I know that I talk you must talk about it in the back before. I went to find the number, the video. I didn't see it, and you the one that told me that you got the videos.
I got all the videos.
Yeah.
It was managed by the how do you call it, data tech in Georgia. It was very who gave me an idea that website, and if you go to tell you that it was just indeed a Liberian thing, the viewers, the followers was not even more. So meaning it was a Liberian thing though, but they didn't do a lot of PR, even back home, than to move it to Atlanta, Georgia. So we just don't want a Liberian thing, but we want something that will be done professionally. Because we're saying this on your show, it's the Liberian thing, Alan White need to step aside. Sekou, look for Ambassador Cohen testimony. The war should have ended in Butu. According to that testimony, there was a negotiation for President Doe to leave and go through Sierra Leone, and the war was going to be over. But Liberians in the diaspora said, no, it's the Liberian thing. They lobby with senators here, and the war continued. I say this to say, do an investigation on that story. They want to do the same thing that they did with Madame Salih's group, with the Emma Sawyer group, with the group that were promoting ethnicity on the other side, and the group who wanted to certify themselves. At the end of the day, Sekou, today, those tips, if people will find them, they will just find them in bits and pieces. But those are historical documents. If you look, there are some videos, if you could find out for yourself, there are some videos that never made it to that website. Look at the audio of Madame Salih's testimony.
All right.
The only way I was able to get a better audio was to contact somebody from Ome Radio, because Ome was carrying it live. But they say it's a Liberian thing. But there's a need for you guys, because you have a big platform and Liberians listen to you. We need to flag it before they start doing this Liberian thing. At the end of the day, already we're having problem with the power that be that says they're going to establish war and economic crimes court.
Thank you, sir.
That's my 2 cents, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
Let's get this person here, then we'll call it day. 916-2226. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mr. Sekou. My name is Sayema. I'm calling from California, Sacramento.
Now, the California boy got all the money. Oh. So you call it to contribute or what?
I'm calling to ask a question to the old man that was talking about protest is now a good thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
My question to him is that if he's listening, I wanted to ask him, we are government. By the time we had took over the first 2 or 3 months, there was a protest all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
Why he didn't talk during that time to say, protest is now? Why now everybody just talking, confusing people about protest is not good. When the rescue mission came to power, they told that they were going to do the best thing for our people. So I just want to know, within the past 5 or 6 months, what project have they done for the country? That's what I wanted to know.
All right. Thank you so much. I don't know. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Sekou.
Yeah, are you the one that called from Michigan earlier?
Yes.
All right. What's going on? I don't know whether you listened to the last caller.
Well, I'm trying to get what you were saying. I don't know.
All right. Anyway, just tell her why you call back so we can call you a day.
I called back to make a correction.
Okay.
I'm not against protests.
Okay.
I'm not against it. But what I was saying is that the literacy rate in Liberia is so high.
Okay.
Therefore, when we are suggesting
we want to bring up a change in Liberia. We must be very careful. That's what I'm saying. I'm not against everybody. Every citizen have the legal right to get out and protest. That's what I'm saying.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right. So, Steve, Mom, Sam, you guys have anything to add before we go?
Well, I don't have that much to say. Sometimes when I listen to some of our old folks like Bob, they don't always call on the show. It's one of the problems we're facing, like brother. People cannot tell you what success is. Like we are so beyond, because when I say beyond is beyond. It must sound funny, but I get the reality. Our society is so bad that every mediocre thing that we do is considered a success in like brother. We don't have a specific benchmark. People like Bob Denwan that's supposed to be educating the young masses, he believed that just because you can create a road now it's a development. Then they pretend I have to say nothing exists in Liberia. Well, the same thing that CDC sold to our people. That when you pay a park, we're talking about how much the taxpayer will be spending in exchange for what you are getting. If are these things considered real development? Because I know, like I said, growing up in Liberia, we had roads that were all greater, even though they were not paved. But these days, just to do these little things, it's almost seems like like something big like you are doing. Liberia will be 177 years in few days time. And you want to tell me that just because you carry a generator at the airport, it's will be development for a guy like me. You want me to classify that as development in this day and age because it's Joseph Boaga. And that's the problem. But you're not talking about the millions of dollars that could have been allocated in the public investment sector to bring about more betterment of Liberia. You're not interested in that. But for you, for the fact that you can carry a generator at the airport, you can grade out the rule, so somehow everything is okay for Liberia. That's what the argument is, and it won't go well for Liberia in the long term because at the end of the day, we are still not making progress. Joseph Boaga came and used this country as a random science laboratory for experiment, and he's telling us that the experiment is failed, that he's recalibrating, and the question is, who is left on the hook? When you look at our budget cycle, they got 3 ways to steal money in Liberia. The first way they get something they call fiscal space, where they can move money here and there. They create a particular portion of the budget. They can just allocate money based on their choice. That's one. The second way to do it is something they call off-budget spending, wherein they can pass the budget, they allocate, they get line by line item in the budget, but then they can come back and spend randomly without even holding them accountable. Then the last way they get to do it, they call it something they call debt. That's what they do. You get $732 million of a budget. You only allocated $58 million for the entire country. But you can bring machines that worth more than $35 million because you're only going to add it to the debt. And who's going to be paying for this debt? They're seeing like Brempo. So technically, you're not making progress because the investment you should be making yourself, they could care less about the investment. They allocate pennies on a dollar for your entire investment program, but then they come behind the scene and keep taking and keep piling up the nation's debt or the national debt. And who you think going to be the victim? Is you, is your grandchildren, and that's what we keep saying on SKTV all the time. We will always be vindicated. We're vindicated on the map, on the, how they call it, the so-called asset recovery. We're vindicated on the first 100 day. We are vindicated again in every day because, it's not about the politics, it's just the reality. And every time, I would say 9 out of 10 times will be right on SKTV when it comes to this government. That's it. I will stop there for today.
Thank you so much. Sam, what say you, my man? Yes. What's your closing point before we go?
Well, Sekou, thank you. Thank you to all my friends and the panelists. It's great to be here to have different opinions on issues and national issues of our country. I believe that Liberia is the only country we have. We will be here to checkmate the government. Whatever direction they go, we have to checkmate them to do the right thing for our country because we are in the 21st century and we want better Liberia that I can go home and drive from one point to another without intimidation. I'm a free roll. Liberia that I can go home and enjoy myself, meaning, interact with folks, and then make sure that we are on the right path. We are way behind life. Any government that comes to Liberia that don't do the right thing, will continue to checkmate them because we want better Liberia. It is the only country that we have. I think the problem with our country is the poverty is so much that when somebody do small thing, we'll praise the president. But yes, it's Liberia that we have. I believe that Joseph Barker and his team should be the right team, should do the right thing for our country, so that we can be proud of Liberia. Our airport should be uh, one of the decent airport. I believe they should do what they have to do. The JFK, there's no drugs. I mean, the whole country, the health sector is poor. I think we need more leadership, and I believe that I hope and pray that Joseph Barker and his team will not be economic vampires, but to work for the Liberian people. He's an older guy. He's been around for too long. Let him leave a good legacy for the Liberian people that we all can say yes. In his 6 year term, this is what he did, this is what he did, so that we as a people can point at something and say yes, Joseph Barker did this. But I still think that all hope is not gone. I pray that he do the right thing for the Liberian people, so we all can enjoy. Other than that, we will continue to checkmate him. I used to call him Sleepy Joe. If the train, how they call it, the train, if the train does not go well, it becomes a risky mission. So we don't want a risky mission. So we want a mission to be right. But again, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Sekou. I enjoy the show. I will continue to let's all work together and make sure that our country become a better country and our show become a better show so that SKTV can go worldwide as it continue to be. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Steve, what say you before we go, my brother?
Well, let me say this for those of you that are hopeful. Like one can always say, hope is not a strategy. The government is a criminal government. They will not change. No, they will not. I don't care what you say. They don't want to do what is right. The fact that they can't even acknowledge that they're doing wrong. When you try to call them out, they want to fight. They want to use lies and deceptions. I got no hope that Joseph Barker will do what is right. Joseph Barker is not a man that can do what is right. He's a liar. And for those of you who, when we use these adjectives to describe people's behavior, you say, oh, they insult. Maybe you need to listen to other politics in other places. You need to listen to it. Yesterday, I was there on the phone. Me and Sekou, I was on the Sekou play yesterday, we were watching the news. After the news, they call a certain Democratic representative or certain representative. He said, Donald Trump is a liar and a con man, a crook. I will not insult. It's just the truth. So Joseph Barker is a liar. So Joseph Barker brings around liars. And like we said on SKTV, we'll continue to say, if your thing will back down or will shy away from saying the truth, you're wasting your time. We'll continue to say it on SKTV. We'll continue to hold the government feet to fire. When the government engages in something that's right, we applaud them for it. We're not sycophants. We're not saying nobody praise because we're not praising worshipers. But we'll hold your feet to fire so you can do what is right. So we're here. We got nowhere to go. We're not going nowhere. Nope, not anytime soon. It's a kind of thing.
Thank you so much. Hey, caller, we living now. Why are you calling while we're living? What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, you guys leaving? I just got back on, that's why.
Yeah.
My name is Murdo, right?
If you just got back on, the only thing we can keep you on right now until you get your Friday donation.
Oh, okay. I'll get my one again.
I'm just joking. Go ahead. Make your point.
Anyway, Steve, that's my man down there, but you were playing phone first saying that. If somebody gave you something, I told you, say, when they give you $1 million in your account, well, take it.
Yo, but who was the $1 million in your account? Maybe you will get issue, and then later on, I want to say that, you know, what happened with the money? You say, okay, I'll pay the one. You tell the one that is dead. I will pay the other one later. $1 million, I want to play the money.
I just want to say something, a little thing on this government.
Go ahead.
Sometimes I think these people are get funny because I was watching something online, and the president went to JFK and said he's donating bucket to the pregnant women. I'm saying to myself, do we have a plan for the hospital? We're taking our money to donate. What does that say? If you're taking it, you say, I'm donating, what are you donating? And these people are saying that, oh, the rule. But people will be like, bro, some all over there doing the war, everything. The rule was almost the rule where they got right now, and they just did. And then when the rain comes, everything going to be washed away. We're still going to have no part error. So people need to realize and say the truth. If we're making a rule, we all travel to other countries. For me, I travel to different islands in other countries. You see rule, you know rule. You can put a dusty rule down, you say it's a rule. And then people should be happy.
Yeah.
The same thing we were talking about the job we are government, it's the same thing going on. Somebody's going to spend our money and say, oh, we did this. It's not you that doing it. It's the people money. So do things that will please the people. Don't do things and saying that, oh, we're donating or we're doing it, and the poor man who is not educated and can understand will be all happy because they saw a little development.
Yeah.
So that's my info I wanted to give. I will say something before you shoot it.
No. You don't have to. If you don't have it, I was just joking with you. I know when you have it, you will do it at your own. At your own time. So no worries.
I usually do sometimes, but just
I
haven't been feeling worse.
No problem. We wish you well. Wish you speedy recovery. If you don't have it, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Anytime you have it, we know you will do it. So thank you so much. So Frank, Steve, my people here, thank you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate Jeff Doe. We appreciate everybody who donated whatever amount you for. We do this every Friday. Since we didn't have a lot of people today, maybe some people will do it tomorrow. Saturday is the deadline for every week. Whatever we can get on Friday night, Saturday night, then we leave it until the following week. So it's not compulsory. If you have it, we take it and we appreciate you. If you don't have it, that's fine. And it's not conditioned to you calling or coming on here. And come here anytime, as many times you want. It's no burden on you that you have to pay. It's free of charge. We are doing it voluntarily. You are supporting us voluntarily. The only thing that's not volunteer is we have to take care of some bills back home in order to be on all the radios in Liberia. That's the only reason why we are asking you to support us. We appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Sam?
Yep.
For me, you have a good day.
All right. We'll talk in the back.
Okay. Steve?
Yeah, Mr. Okane.
You need to take care of it.
Yeah, take care of it. I come and call you, Jenna. There's a change in the stuff, but I'll call you so we can talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, you're coming right away so we can decide what to do.
Yeah, we're doing it today, but I'm coming straight to the hospital. I won't call you before I come.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
Let's do that. Okay. People, thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your support. And you have a blessed weekend. Weekend starts today, and we're going to be on tomorrow. And also, we're going to be on almost every day like we usually do. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you all.